Now you're listening to wrestling news that matters from people you want to hear it from, deep from within the confines of the internet. Covering WWE like no one else and covering TNA because no one else will. You are listening to the best in the world, Ring Rust Radio!
Brad Maddox.
I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning.
Of Ring Rust Radio, the best goddamn wrestling radio show on Spreaker, on the internet, in the whole goddamn universe. I'm your host, the most on the wood, looking fine, I'm feeling fine, oh baby. Yeah. I didn't shake a goddamn thing that time. I just did 2 dry humps that left everybody else soaking wet. Mike Yard, Brandon Galvin, you're here with me today. How wet are you? 1 to 10.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, man.
Did you have a rough day at work or something?
No, actually, I had a great day. I put up a double slide for my kids, like a water slide. It's awesome. Thing's great. I jumped on it, didn't break it, so I feel a little less fat than I did before.
A water slide?
Yeah, it's like an inflatable one. It's like a bounce house, but it's got a rock wall, and 2 slides,
That's cool.
and water pumps, and a water cannon, basketball hoop in it, and shit.
Dude. Good week to do it.
Dude, yeah. Once they were both done school, put it up, knowing that they were going to be a pain in my ass, and said, "Fucking scoot away, kids." Yeah, that's what being a parent's like. You got to be like Summer. You got to be like, I got to ignore you, so I need something to ignore you with. So
that's cool.
Yeah, thank you, man. I'll get you one too, a little one though, like a slip and slide for your hallway.
Where's he gonna put it?
That'd be awesome.
In the hallway.
Oh, the hallway. Okay.
He'll slide right down to Moira's.
Yeah.
Slide right down to Moira's. You get a nice dose of crack.
Who was on crack?
Brandon Gavin, we got a schedule.
I don't think you're supposed to say that one on air, but
she doesn't listen.
You know what? Don't even give a fuck.
She doesn't listen.
We have WWE and AEW reviews, previews. So much is going on in the world of professional wrestling. We're gonna bullshit about it. Then we have Dirt Sheet Busters, and Mike Chiara brings us the bullshit from people like Dave Meltzer and Sean Sapp.
I might stick around this time for that. I'm not sure.
Oh, I mean, it's a good one this week.
No, I'm not sure.
There's no better way to start the summer, Donnie, than Dirt Sheet Busters. We have WWE Fantasy Standing Updates, fan emails, and so much more.
I wish Bo Dallas killed you guys instead of all my
It's funny you say that because I just said that to George that he wished that happened to us.
Yeah.
He says hi, by the way.
Yeah, to me?
It was a general hi.
I don't know.
Oh, it's cool. Yeah. No, I think it's to me because he knows that I'm the only good one.
He denies that he likes you or has nice conversations with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Apparently
he doesn't want to make you feel jealous. That's fine.
I wouldn't. I promise.
None of us are blonde.
I'm a little dirty blonde.
No, you're not.
I'm sorry.
Mike Chiari, I wish
you're a little dirty.
I wish it was you instead of Gunther. I wish it was you instead of Braun.
Some of these are just pure speculation. You couldn't even really tell if it was them or not. The only one you could really tell was Jag Gable. But I saw
some pictures of Carmelo
right in his face.
Right.
Mello.
He had a gunshot to the head.
Right?
Yeah, and the other guy's head was blown off.
Yeah, someone was legit shot in the fucking head.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Or what I think they're going to explain, he had a nasty zit on the back of his head, bop on the back of the head, pop!
Yep.
Ew! Dr. Pimple Popper up in this motherfucker.
That's more plausible for PG era WWE.
Do you enjoy this madness? Well, you can find us anywhere you get your podcasts. Interact with us on Twitter at @RingRustRadio. If you want to email us, be part of the show, send it to ringrustradio@yahoo.com. Also, buy our merchandise, prowrestlingtees.com/ringrustradio. So many great t-shirt designs, including Cut Your Dick! Wouldn't put it past Uncle Howdy and crew doing that to a few people along the way.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm so happy to see So we'll talk more about
I mean,
it.
it's been done in WWE before.
Give me Nikki
Oh,
Cross.
it absolutely has. Well, it almost was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know what I mean. It insinuated.
You're going to talk shit about... Are you going to pull your liberal bullshit out and yell at Val Venus, too?
His dick got cut off.
Just give him a
so he's
fucking
going
blunt,
through
he'll be
some stuff.
fine.
Yeah, he calms down. His political points of view ease after a couple fucking blunts.
Support us at patreon.com/ringrusradio. We're going to hear ad-free episodes, sign for fantasy drafts and brackets, make us watch wrestling-related movies and pay-per-views, and so much more. Also, check out Ring Rust Radio on YouTube for updated clips in Triple R Gaming. Donnie, BG, and fans of the show have been playing different games like Among Us, Fall Guys, and Dead by Daylight each week, and posting early access on patreon.com/ringrustradio well before it hits YouTube. If you're interested in joining a session, email ringrustradio@yahoo.com.
It is June 18th as we record this, and I'm going to say this with my chest. If y'all don't get involved, if y'all don't throw some cash at me for doing this, if y'all don't do more watching, I'ma quit by February. So fucking enjoy it now, because I can do literally anything better with my time. I learned how to do video editing. I learned a ton about a ton of stuff, and I'll continue to do it from time
I'm
to
not
time.
convinced you could do anything better with your time.
No, I'm starting
a... My heads up, and I'm going to quit.
When this, well, yeah, you got 8 months. I'm done.
8 month notice.
It's like a child. I'm raising a whole bunch of angst. No, I'm gonna start when this fails inevitably. I'm gonna start a company called the Woodpile, and we're gonna do wood cuttings and shit.
Do that now.
I don't have time. I got fucking 3 jobs.
You should have filmed yourself making your little bouncy water slide, and people to watch.
Oh, my top? Just do it real slow with my tits and shit slapping.
Do that when you wash your fucking motorcycle.
Only Stans. It's just fucking guys named Stan who just really into my tits. I will say this. Our numbers, not great. I really put my dick and balls into SEO, and it literally got us nothing.
I have noticed that there are a lot better headlines.
Thank you for that. That makes me feel happy.
Yeah,
Nothing is translated.
You did one yesterday, right?
No idea.
The content warning one. I was like, oh, that's a good title. I was like, I'm proud of him.
Yeah, we got 9 views.
Hey.
Maybe less. It might be less. It was 4.
I'm not proud.
I'm not proud.
That's not good enough.
Listen.
You got 7 views.
There you
buddy.
go. There you go.
Look at that.
It's fucking terrible. Terrible.
Hell yeah, man.
Donnie's got to be.
But I will say this.
5 days ago, you got 18 views.
I will say this. Me.
I'm gonna give you a click right now, buddy.
Thank you. Me, Mongo, and Kyle Paulson did Grand Theft Auto, and it was the most fun I've had so far doing a video.
I was so happy I didn't have to be on that.
It was.
Did you kill a hooker?
Brother, we murdered each other the whole fucking time while trying to kill other people. We accidentally killed each other while we got gangs attacking us. It was wonderful. Great time.
Gangbang?
Yes. Yeah, kind of. But if you want to watch that stuff, please, now's a good time. Because who knows? It might be gone, okay?
No one wants to watch it.
I know. I get it. They like us, and then they like, you know what?
No,
Can I tell you what the issue is?
You're
I think
fucking annoying as
it's that
shit.
there's a million video game videos on YouTube, and it's like, and we're a wrestling podcast that it's like it's not gonna hit really.
Well, here's the thing, because even our wrestling video game stuff doesn't hit, and even our regular content doesn't hit. I don't think many people like us. I think that's the problem.
Well, that certainly has always been an issue that we've had.
Here's my thing: if there's X amount of people who are part of the Facebook group and X amount of people follow us on Twitter, why are we only getting 7 views? None of you motherfuckers can't open up YouTube on your phone every morning, just click a fucking video and give me a listen.
I know why.
They're like me.
Because you're annoying as fuck.
Mm-hmm. That's what I figured too, but I don't want to say it. All right, guys. Well, we gotta talk WWE, AEW, so let's hit it.
We're gonna put this all in order. From LW to Dark, we about to have a discussion about the one true sport. Who's selling the finish? Does this make sense in the art? Tell me who botched, who rocked, who's cashing in on the mark. These takes are uncut, man, they're pure and they're raw. Blow up like dynamite, have you smacked down on the floor. On a collision course with the number 1 source. Now let's head back to the ring for the latest report. Ring Rush.
Alright, guys! WWE, AEW time! Yeah. Alright, before we get into the Wyatt 6, which is SICKS, which I think is incredible.
I like that. It's very clever.
I do too. I thought it was the Wyatt 6, right?
Yeah.
And that's what everybody did.
That's what I thought.
And I get it. And I was like, okay, I get it.
Because that's what Bray had like in his Twitter like before he came back to WWE, so everybody just kind of went with that.
Man, he was on some shit. He was ready to roll, too. It's such a fucking goddamn shame, man.
That shit was awesome.
This all was awesome, and when it was over, I felt like I was going to cry because it was like, damn, I wish the Fiend was right in the fucking middle, but,
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to Uncle Howdy. You got the benefit of the doubt, brother. I want you to fly, dude. Let's fly, motherfucker. Before we get into it, before we talk about Clash at the Castle, which was dog doo-doo-doo, I have a new name for you guys and fans of WWE, because how you handle the Clash of the Castle review will depend on how I reference you moving forward. We also have to break down Forbidden Door, which is on June 30th.
We don't have to.
Yes, we do, because it's the most important news of the week, but I'm not going to yell. The Hardy Boys, Money in the Bank, so much. You're right, so much to talk about. But first we have to mention that James Castle, UK wrestler, 35 years old, died of leukemia.
That's terrible.
I did see this, actually.
And I will say this, I have inadvertently become the obituary guy. Like, people are sending me wrestling deaths now. I did not mean for this to become a thing. It was just to make fun of BJ for his, just flat-out ignorance towards death. But, man, I don't like that I had to become this guy because, these are really sad. And he's 35 years old, and a lot of people from the UK scene paid respect to him and stuff like that. So, pretty sad that someone would die that young of leukemia, which is just brutal.
It's really sad. It's almost a sad fact that you forgot another death, actually. Independent wrestler Scott Big Cat Henson passed away at the age of 40.
I did have that next. That's next.
No, you didn't. You were throttling down and about to move into talking about wrestling. So
Big Cat. Like I didn't see Big Cat in ICLF. Independent Cartel. What were the letters I yelled? Damn. I fell. Football League. No, damn it. Alright, yeah, sad though. Super sad. Speaking of death, Wyatt 6 is here for murder.
Good segue.
From the bottom of my heart, when the lights started going out, just like the Wyatt stuff, I was like, uh-oh, here it goes. And at first I was like, do I like that they did the same thing again here? And then...
Yes.
We got the door and the visual, and I said, oh, it's Lars Sullivan. We were tricked. It's Lars Sullivan. But it wasn't Lars Sullivan. It was Nick
Lars Sullivan?
Yeah, because remember, he stood the light behind him. That was the door was Lars Sullivan. Yeah.
Make him eat
Good
glass.
I loved that entrance. Give it to somebody else. It was just such a great, he made him look awesome. Nikki Cross. I fucking love Nikki Cross. We all love Nikki Cross.
That was like the perfect way to set it up because she's so good in that type of role.
Yep, and she
looked awesome.
In Sanity, she was the fucking best part of Sanity. Well, I'm not going to say that. They were all really awesome.
She was the best part.
That group clicked.
At the very least, for a while, she was definitely the best part. Do you hear that?
Yeah, what is going on?
Yes, I do.
There's construction going on upstairs.
Upstairs?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Is that what they call fucking pondering it out these days? Construction?
Yeah. Hey,
No,
I was putting the fucking 2x4 and I was laying the wood, huh? Hey.
Hey.
You just like went into instinct as soon as I said, hey, you're like,
Hey.
forget about it.
The masks are fucking incredible.
So here's the thing. Nikki Cross points, we take a walk with the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, Kevin Dunn could never. Okay? Sit your ass down, Kevin.
Bro, we've seen Gorilla on WWE programming in the last year like a fucking million times, and we never saw it for how long?
Yeah.
Basically never saw it for years and years and years.
Incredible. I love it. I love the camera work. I love the improvements. These are some of the little things we said to WWE for years. We're like, this sucks. And they're like, nah. And you're like, yeah, huh? So we go back. We're going through a mix of, it looks like we're going through a Halloween Horror Nights haunted house. So
this reminded me of like the backstage like spooky segment with Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, but to the next level.
But introducing people, like each room you were in had a new character. Like at a haunted house, Mike, when you walk through a haunted house, there's a room, and each scare actor is assigned to that room. So you assess the room you're in, and then you assess the monster you have to deal with. That's what a traditional haunted house does, right? Well, guess what? That's what we got. We got fucking what looked to be Big Man, Big Red. What are they going to call him now?
Eric Rowan.
As
Rambling Rabbit.
Because
all of them are representing also a puppet from
the
Firefly Funhouse. It's a great touch.
Which it's beautiful in a weird way. And I always say this, and this is how I view my life. A man only dies when he is forgotten. If a man can never truly die if no one forgets him. Like Elvis can't die. He's dead, but he can never die because everyone knows Elvis. James Dean. Well, fucking Bray Wyatt will always live in infamy, and this is a good way of, like, here's ensuring that this continues to live on. And that's fantastic. You meet all the characters, then at the end, by the way, there's so much murder. So many dead bodies strewn about. Chad Gable looks like he literally had his head blown off. And then the other guy, he literally had his head splattered against the wall. I thought the sparks coming down from the roof at gorilla position, and it just exposed Sam Shaw on the thing. Like, come on, man, that's just amazing.
It was Dexter Lumis.
Who?
Dexter Lumis.
Yeah, Sam Shaw. So I want to say this. I saw a couple people. See, here's the thing. I'm off social media now, so I just go by headlines, and it's like, they have gone very sensational with their headlines, most of these wrestling websites, right? So you can tell their opinion right away. And I saw several sites shitting on this concept, saying that they didn't like it. They hated how unrealistic it was. I understand.
It's unrealistic for a bunch of people to show up and beat the fuck out of everybody in wrestling?
Well, I mean, because it's people are like, you murdered people, like, they killed them.
Well, it's not actually fucking murder, but it was meant to look like that.
Okay, from the bottom of my heart, suspend disbelief, you cuck. Shut up taking this shit so serious. It was the same people who complained about the Randy Orton stuff, which was awesome. And now looking back, they're like, oh, I wish we had more of that kind of stuff. Well, guess what? Fucking give it to you, and you can't handle it. So what are you even talking about? So I want to say from the bottom of my heart, 10 out of 10 for a fucking debut. I cannot wait to see where we go from here. And I want this kind of shit to permeate every ounce of what they do moving forward. Please and thank you. Mike?
Yeah, so, like, to your point, this is a kind of a thing, people either love it or they hate it. There's not really any in between on this. And people that just want to have a fun time and like cool shit, they're gonna love it. But then there's those people who it's like, all they care about is, like, the booking and the matches and what's gonna happen. We haven't even gotten to that point yet. The people like Melts, they're like, oh, this is really hard to book. I don't know how they're gonna make this work. I don't fucking care about that right now. We'll see how it goes down the line.
I mean, you do when it's AEW. You had the exact opposite approach to the Elite thing, though. So
I was
you
right
being
about
a hypocrite? Oh, no, you're really not, because I'm having a good time with it.
I was 100% right about it.
But hold on, what I'm saying is the day it happened, and the first 2 weeks after tagging Tony, you were already shitting. You're not waiting for it.
Are you comparing Tony Khan getting beat up, who nobody fucking cares about, to this in any way?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well,
you were debuting a fucking
here's where we're different.
turning a guy heel and bringing Jack Perry back.
Awesome. So that's where we're different. But anyways, the people that don't want to like this, they're like, oh, they don't like the spooky stuff, and they, matches. Well, it's about more than that. It's about building characters, building experiences, making for interesting TV, and that's what this was. This was basically, I don't think they could have done a better job presenting this the first time out. As much as I had excitement and everything for the Bray and Uncle Howdy stuff, this blew all that stuff out of the water. They never had a presentation like this before. This is next level shit. This was absolutely awesome. The costumes were perfect. The casting so far seems to be perfect. These are people who were either being underutilized or, you had Rowan who wasn't even in the company anymore. You're giving them this opportunity. Their characters fit this type of stable. So I think the casting for it was great. And I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. Again, could it fucking fail? And could they not know how to book this thing? And could it just not work ultimately? I would say in the past, definitely. But now with Triple H in charge, I have more hope that that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But
that's a good word. That's a good word. I have more faith that it will be better than if it was under the previous regime.
Right. But just based on first impressions, I'm very excited for this because they knocked it out of the park. They hit on all the right notes, I feel like, and they're off to the ideal start to this.
Yes, I think I agree with that, actually. Did somebody come back? Is he too good for us, or did he come back?
His internet went out. They were pounding
back,
it so
baby.
hard.
Yeah, I think
okay.
they were pounding him so hard.
I thought they pounded the router out.
The Murder 6 tried to murder my internet, but I'm back.
I will say this. Do you have like a slot in your door for mail, or is that the downstairs?
That ain't for mail, brother.
Downstairs.
I was going to say, he keeps going butt first into it, just like hoping. Go ahead.
It's really weird.
Yeah, I know.
Is that
Stop
what
doing
you
it.
do?
Stop doing it. I don't
Is that
have
what
one
you
of
do?
those slots, but if I did.
Okay.
It's called a glory hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a mail slut. Mail slot. Slot. I said slot.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, Wyatt 6, fucking awesome. One of the most memorable debuts ever, as far as I'm concerned. Right up there with the Nexus and the Shield.
That's what it kind of made me think of. Like, obviously they're very different.
Yeah.
This is, but that impactful.
Yep. It reminded me very much of like The Strangers or The Purge, where you have these masks and they're fucking murdering people. They don't give a fuck who's in the way. Right. I was very surprised that it was Chad Gable who was there that they focus on, considering he's been such a big heel for the company, as opposed to, which I kind of wish it was Seth Rollins that they took out at the end, because that would have. I don't know though if they are actually wanting them to be heels. Because I think they've assumed that everyone's going to cheer for them, given the circumstances.
I think the way they showed Chad Gable, the way that they embraced the reaction, the way that they know that Bray Wyatt's legacy is kind of this. I think there's no way they're heels. I think they're absolutely this. They're not going to be faces either. This is going to be this like they're going to be DTA. They're just going to be DTA. They're not going to give a fuck.
I think they can be whatever you need them to be based on who they're going against.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess.
Yep.
They'll find motives.
And Donnie, you did mention Sanity, which in NXT, Sanity was awesome. We all really love Sanity. They were able to dominate in some matches. They were able to lose in a respectful fashion. And so I have no concerns about this faction moving forward, because Triple H has proven that he can book something like this. And I do feel like it is going. The reason I mentioned like The Strangers of the Purge is like that is a little bit more realistic than something of like an Undertaker-esque supernatural, and that's what The Fiend was about. But when The Fiend did appear and had some matches, like not everything was the supernatural. And yes, he could he was such a dominant force, but listen, Bray knew how to sell. He could do things, and so I don't have a concern
Great
about them.
in-ring worker, Mike, right?
I never said that, but I'm not going to speak ill of the dead. So.
Was a lot better than when he was Husky Harris, right? So he improved his work towards the end. The Fiend was an incredible character, and I think you just have to replicate that moving forward. And so far, after 5-minute segment, they crushed it. You had to do it. I love everything about that. I mean, Donnie, better and bloodier than the last.
For sure.
Right? That's fucking crazy.
More blood than they thought, even though it was completely constructed.
Seriously. I mean, they did such a masterful job with that presentation to where, I mean, I would love it if they actually went on kind of a quote-unquote murdering spree this whole week or for the next month and going to NXT and going to SmackDown and not just being limited to Raw.
I don't think you can tie the Wyatt 6 down to a brand. You know?
Exactly. And I want them to be where it's like you don't know when they're going to show up.
So this
maybe
ever-present fear that
maybe
everyone's
there is
talking
a show.
about.
Remember Retribution?
I swear to God, in my head, I didn't want to say it earlier, but this is
can
what
be
it should
that,
have been.
but if it was like executed actually good and had, vision for what it's supposed to be.
So what do you guys foresee the trajectory of this group?
I'll jump in because I want to tell you the truth, BJ. I skipped writing an article about this because I don't want to put too much of my expectations on it. I really want to watch. You watch movies. I don't watch movies very often, but when I do, I kind of want to go in, or when I watch pay-per-view, not really knowing what happened. I want to kind of like sit back and be like, oh, look how they took it. Most stories like, this is how I want to see this guy fight. Like you said, Mike, This story to me is not even about the fights. I really don't give a fuck who they go against. I just want them.
This is pure story.
Yeah, I want them to kind of, like you said, for like a couple months. They don't fight. They just beat the fuck out of everybody, and they don't do a lot of talking. And then eventually what you got to do is you got to organize a group to be like, hey, what the fuck are you guys up to? Like, are you good or bad? What are you doing here? And, like, then they start to identify their motives and shit. Like, I want this to Remember what we had with the Bloodline? How they were like, hey, we're going to kick the can and grow it and expand it and build upon it and let it roll. And it's a long-term thing. I want that kind of dedication to storytelling here with this. Listen, Vince is not here anymore. There's obviously some changes that, I mean, Bray would have been flourishing in this situation, I believe. But since he's not here, let them flourish. All the same people who were involved with the writing and the creativity are probably still there, so they can participate and have a good time writing all this shit. But I, myself, will say that as it comes, I'll take it, and I'm not putting too much expectation on it in terms of who I want them to fight or go against. I kind of want them to just be, let me soak it in, and then we'll kind of play it by ear in terms of where I want it to go. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That was a non-answer, but I mean, that's
no. I think that's a perfectly fine answer. I think it's a reasonable answer. I would love, like I said, I would love to see them go to different brands. I want to see it over the course of several weeks, maybe even a month. I would love it where maybe, like you're saying, it's not even about them fighting in the ring, but you do some cinematic things that are pre-taped. And because they, first it was obviously the Hardys, but in WWE during the pandemic, they had to change some things up. We got some cinematic matches that were incredible. Some of the most memorable things that they've done. Some of the best things that they've done. And they really haven't done that, and I understand why, but I do feel like you have this type of group. Maybe you do it on NXT where it's like, oh, we're just going to show a fucking 15-minute pre-tape thing on there because it's not exactly our core audience on Raw or SmackDown, a bigger crowd, smaller crowd, more confined. We can take 15 minutes on NXT, and we can draw ratings at NXT by having this there. And then maybe you get to a Raw and SmackDown and do other things. But I want to see them do some more cinematic things backstage. I loved what we got last night. I want to see, listen, this has been done in movies before, right? You don't see what actually took place. They just had this in the Who Killed WCW. Nash is talking about it. You don't see the aftermath, and your mind's like, what the fuck happened? You try to piece things together. At some point in the next several weeks, I want to see it all unfold. I would like to see that in a cinematic way because they can control that better.
Mike,
to your point about cinematic, and I actually 100% agree. I'd love to see more of that. And, they did get away from it once fans were back because I think they want to deliver more stuff that's, like, in front of the fans, and I get that. But, like, I think that's going to be a perfect thing for, like, Raw once it goes to Netflix because I'm sure Netflix would like to have movie elements and that type of thing. And you could do that with these guys. And, you have a 3-hour show on Netflix. I think that you can make it work by doing a lot of that type of stuff. So I think once that happens, that would be a perfect fit for that. In terms of, like, where I want the group to go, the way I'm looking at it is, like, I would continue with this kind of chaos for a little while. Eventually, they can explain who they are, what they're doing, why they're doing it. But I think the beauty of it is, like, this can be a fixture in your mid-card for a long time to come. You don't have to have titles involved at all. And you can make things important away from the championships by, having this intriguing story. And what I would do is just have them target people from Bray's past and tie it all in. We love that when we get these callbacks in wrestling. And Bray was always about that. And I feel like they could be about that. Like, target guys like Randy Orton and, any number of people who Bray has a past with. Not a big fan of Braun Strowman, but if they're going to fucking kill Braun Strowman, I'm down for that. So, I would just tie it all back to Bray because that's really what this is all about. And I think you can make some very interesting stories by doing that.
I think what you said is a really good point because I don't see anybody in this group main eventing anything. So
No.
if you're gonna just take it for what it is, you've got a stellar mid card act that you could get plenty of tread on. You could have 25, 35 different feuds with the people involved into the women's division, into the tag team division, maybe a secondary championship. Someone go for an IC title or the U.S. title, something like that. I could see that happening eventually. You know what I mean? But I don't see any of these guys really ever going for the world title.
And I think that's for the best because you can have
it's
the
a great
traditional wrestling stuff going on with the world title scene, and then this is something completely different. And, as we always say, we want wrestling to be a variety show, get a little bit of everything, and this is totally different than anything, not only in WWE right now, but anywhere.
Yeah, wrestling's like the mall. This is my hot topic. You let me have it. We gotta stop. I stopped at all your bullshit stores. Let me go in. We're stopping at Spencer's, too. I don't even want to hear your mouth. So, yes. Anything else? What?
Yeah, I'm just looking ahead where a War Games match with the Wyatt Six would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And to your point, maybe not going for championships, but as we saw with Triple H in his booking on the main roster, but especially in NXT, where it's all right, this week is about the storylines that we're going to focus on for this show, but then next week we're going to focus on these storylines. So the Wyatt Six could be the main event, it may not be for the championship, and probably for the best sense not for the championship. But I always love that it's all right, this week is kind of this focus. Next week is going to be this focus. I will just say I was very, very nervous looking at the clock. I was like, is this going to be a Liv kisses Dom situation where they don't get the actual ending? So good to see that they fucking fix that.
I was so locked into it that I was not even thinking about how close they were on time. Because I just saw okay, Jey Uso's going. I'm like, all right, there's 6 or 7 minutes left on the show, so they're obviously doing the Wyatt thing now. And then it started, and I was just locked into it, and I didn't even that time flew by.
I like what
to your
Jay
point
said
about Jay. Oh yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Go ahead.
It was pretty much.
He doesn't want any problems with them.
Yeah, he's like, they can have fireflies.
So
I'm fine with this. And it's,
I'm glad they unlocked them, but I'm out.
Yes, very, very, very fun, and I like.
And what you said earlier about just the camera angle and the camera work, Jay being up in the stands again. He's done this before, but again, he's in the stands and he's cutting a promo and it goes right into the entrance. It's so cool, so much fun. And yeah, I love how that kind of just went right in at the end of the main event to this Wyatt Six. So and I was very happy that they did not target Jay because that would definitely solidify them as big heels.
Yeah, and I think that's why Chad Gable was the one they really the camera really focused on his head being bloodied more than anybody else. And so
it was very surprising that they focused.
No,
on him
for me,
so much.
he was such a clear heel though, and I think that was the moment where they're like, you should like him a little.
Got it. Okay.
You know, he had a rough night.
Yeah.
Chad.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. And this is just,
Difficult day at the office.
I gotta tell you, before we move on real quick, when I see, like you said, Mike, you see the clock. Well, I looked at the time on the video, and I was like, so this is when it's happening right here. So now I'm paying attention. Then I hear the lights start to shut down, like you're shutting down big old breakers, right? And from that moment forward, when they showed the door and then they showed Nikki Cross and then we started moving through, it really did feel like a point of view ride through a haunted house.
Yep.
And
it's a haunted hayride.
I'm a Halloween guy, so for me, this was, and you're right, Mike, you said it to start your bit. You said you're either going to love this or you're going to fucking hate it. There ain't no in the middle with this because they put their whole dick and balls into it. It was full on movie murder scene. It was like Halloween Horror Nights. Maybe not the quality to be on fucking a movie, but the best you're going to get not being in a movie, right? So the idea for me was wow, this looks really good. They did a really good job. Him sitting up there, the positioning, the lighting, chef's kiss from a Halloween guy. This works. But I could see how if you're not into that though, you know what I mean? If you skip Halloween and go right to Thanksgiving and Christmas, then I could see how you're not into this.
But that's me. I'm not a Halloween guy, but I appreciate how cool
well,
this
then
was.
That's so stupid. That's such a stupid thing for you. You could have a graveyard on your front lawn, and you don't do that?
No, I'm not looking to lure
I almost
children.
I'm not trying to lure them. I'm trying to scare them.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Put a little fear into them, then they're fucking more cautious out there on these damn streets.
The closing shot of them was amazing.
Yeah, awesome.
So whoever really put together the whole cinematography of this really
I could have used more
nailed
cuts.
it all.
Need more cuts in the video. All right, let's get to Clash at the Castle. It was in the daytime. I didn't even realize that until I started getting text messages.
Daytime.
Yeah, that's right. So, Mike, we're going to go match moment overall grade. Damian Priest beat Drew McIntyre because CM Punk is a fucking pussy.
Nice.
He's
a hater.
McIntyre just quits WWE. I feel that. He's just like, fuck this. I'm out of here. Fuck you. And then Seth Rollins and his hat are getting a title match at Money in the Bank. So that's one way to give McIntyre some time.
He looks like he's out there going, that dude.
He does look like he's a scat man from the 1930s.
He looked like in The Mask when Jim Carrey goes out to the club.
He looks like Daffy Duck in that one episode where he thinks he's a scat man.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles.
Oh, whoa.
I'm sorry?
We're just not going to talk about this?
I mean, I didn't. Did you?
Well, I mean, there's an angle attached to this. So
okay, so I thought it was a great ending. Very surprising, to be honest, because, like...
I thought the ending blew, for the record.
Oh, I thought the ending was great.
In the words of one of the greatest men I've ever met in my life, shit sucked.
Yourself? No, I enjoyed Punk. I thought that the camera work was great for that. McIntyre quitting. In retrospect now, as I had a day to think about it, his wife just had emergency surgery. Sure, he wants to be with her. Makes sense that he's going to go away for a bit. So him not winning the championship, because I thought it was basically a foregone conclusion that this guy was going to win.
You and all of Scotland.
Yeah.
Because they were pissed. Scotland was like, hey, fuck you, CM Punk. Hey, fuck you.
Yeah.
Everybody, this isn't working for us.
I spoke about this last week. I was like, well, if CM Punk screws McIntyre out of the championship, you're not really getting the desired reaction.
Not at all. It was worse than I thought.
So to main event the show with your home fucking guy losing, I was like, what? Like, that's just fucking
I think
wild.
they were well aware of what the reaction was going to be.
Yeah, well,
I understand that.
Well, good. They got what they were expecting.
They're booking to millions, not just whoever was there.
Well, maybe have the pay-per-view in America where it deserves.
I mean, to have McIntyre win it would have been an amazing moment for McIntyre, but in hindsight, again, everything going on
He's a heel, though.
At home with him, everything going on at home with him, it makes sense that he's not going to be here for a bit. We don't know how long. But if he was to win the championship, then what the fuck are you supposed to do, right? So I understand now, in hindsight, of him not winning the championship. They probably had this plan, I'm sure, but it does make sense now. And Damian Priest walking away basically unscathed, and now he's going to have a match in a few weeks against Seth Rollins. Kudos to fucking him.
He was awesome in the match, too.
Really bad, yeah. And
I mean, minus that part, he almost broke his own neck, but...
Well, yeah, but apparently it was a rope issue because...
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah. Let's blame anything but the performers.
Why would I blame Damian Priest? He had an awesome performance.
I mean, it was a fine match.
I thought that was a good match.
It was a solid match. I mean, I wouldn't... Like I said, you're right, it's a good match. I wasn't blown away by it. I don't know.
I thought it was a good match. Rollins coming back, huge surprise. I definitely did not think he was going to be back yet.
I kind of
wanted to Sean Sapp and notes on that one.
I kind of wish he had stayed away a little longer, take a little break.
I felt the same way as you did, Donnie. But
I'm shocked that he's able to wrestle already because he seemed pretty fucked up at WrestleMania.
That's what I was thinking too. I thought maybe we'd hold him out till around SummerSlam. So he's coming back to being a huge match at Money in the Bank. I for some reason thought that maybe they just put him in Money in the Bank. But no, Priest goes out there and wants to, prove to everyone that he's not a transitional champ. He said at the press conference, so go beat the guy that you cashed in on. I kind of like that. So I'm looking forward to that match. And yeah, Seth Rollins coming back to already wrestle. With McIntyre now being gone for who knows how long, Seth Rollins there to step up as he has been. So great job.
I'm glad Seth is back already. Like, again, not expecting that at all. There was no inkling that was going to happen. But I think it's a good thing because you pretty much already know that it's probably going to be, well, maybe not now though, because I was going to say you pretty much already know it's going to be Priest and Gunther at SummerSlam, but I mean, if Seth wins at Money in the Bank, that makes a little more sense as a babyface heel matchup at SummerSlam. So you have that option, or if Priest beats Rollins, then that's him beating McIntyre and Rollins at back-to-back pay-per-views. So even if he does drop to Gunther at SummerSlam, like that's a pretty good title reign. That a few month title reign where you had some pretty big wins under your belt. And I feel like anything other than that, like it would have felt like you were just biding your time until SummerSlam, just a transitional thing. Whoever you face at Money in the Bank. So this at least feels like it's a big deal. And Seth hasn't had a match since losing the title, so it makes sense that he'd be right back in the title mix. So I like that. As far as the McIntyre and Priest match goes, I did predict CM Punk screwing over Drew McIntyre, and that happened, but the way they did it was so creative and unexpected, like having the referee spot and then Punk runs out and they do the camera shot so that you cannot see his face. So you really don't know. Some people maybe didn't even know until they saw his face, but like if you know Punk, like you see the slick back hair, you're like, holy shit, that's
So
CM Punk.
what was his plan if the ref didn't take the bump?
Well, as you know, there was a video that they posted, and he was backstage watching the match play out, and he sees this happen, and he asks Jessica Carr, the referee, if she has an extra referee shirt. She gives it to him. He puts it on and runs out there. So he was watching.
So he wasn't going to screw him before?
He was watching the monitor, waiting for his opportunity.
He was,
he
wasn't going to screw him over.
And actually,
before.
that's more context than any wrestling company has ever given for somebody waiting in the back to go screw somebody out of a match.
Okay. It just seems like a bad plan if he was going to screw him. And
it seemed like a great plan because it worked.
I don't know.
That was perfectly done, and I mean, to me, that ended up being my favorite match of the night, and I think the finish is a big reason why, because it was so creatively done. And I saw so many people complaining about Drew losing, and BG makes a good point, like maybe, he is going to take time off to be with his wife, because as he did mention, she had to get emergency surgery, so hopefully she's okay. So that could play into it. But also, it's like, you're building a story that's independent. It didn't need the world title involved. Punk vs. Drew is a huge, huge fucking blood feud at this point, based on the way that Punk screwed over McIntyre at WrestleMania, based on the way that Drew was saying how he was praying for fucking Punk to get injured when he did get injured in the Royal Rumble. Like, this is a title, a feud that does not need the title. It could have the title involved at some point. Doesn't need it right now, especially when you already have that setup with Gunther going against somebody for the world title at SummerSlam. It wouldn't have made sense for McIntyre to be in that spot when Punk is going to be cleared. So you're building something else away from the title, so you can have two big matches at SummerSlam instead of just one.
It just feels like the people of Scotland were hurt, okay? It just feels like a lot of people took this personal because they're like, that's our boy, and he's been screwed over across the sea already. This time will be different, and it wasn't.
He's paying for his actions at this point in a kayfabe sense, like for what he did to Punk and how he treated Punk. He's paying for it, which that's good storytelling to me. And I think the quitting thing, like the quitting angle, would have been so much better if we wouldn't have known that he re-signed. Obviously, been tough to time that out, but like then you could have maybe thought he was. Well,
maybe
gone.
The Rock should have kept his fucking mouth shut.
I actually think it's still a good angle because, in what my estimation is he's just kind of rubbing it into CM Punk, who actually fucking quit the company.
Well, I was going to say, what they could do with this, which would be awesome, is he kind of mirrors the summer of Punk, where Punk won the title and left, but it's him. Maybe you do it the right way with Drew. Maybe he shows up he already showed up in ICW. As a surprise. Yeah. Maybe he shows up in TNA because you have the working agreement. Maybe he shows up in Pro Wrestling Noah because you're building this working agreement. I think they're trying to build working agreements in like Mexico. Maybe he shows up somewhere there. And you show these highlights on Raw every week, so he doesn't have to be on the show, but you're showing, here's Drew McIntyre, here's what he's doing. Like they should have done with CM Punk back in the day, and they didn't. And you can do it the right way with Drew McIntyre. So I think there's just so many great layers to this. I think they are booking this very well so far. I'm happy with the result and how they did it.
The match is
before we go on.
Too.
Before we go on, Mike, you were talking about Priest and Gunther, and I think we all agree that Gunther's going to win the championship at SummerSlam. I do feel like Triple H and WWE, they're setting up Priest to slowly turn to a big babyface for them. Yeah. I do think that this whole storyline with Liv and Dom is really Liv and Finn. That Finn took the keys to the hotel because he went to go be with Liv.
He's been fucking sketchy this whole time.
Yep, it's all a ploy for them to take down the Judgment Day from
Yeah,
within.
Pat McAfee
Remember,
won't shut the fuck
Finn
up about it.
Balor was recruited late to Judgment Day, right? And Priest and Rhea Ripley were already there. So he was kind of always like an outsider anyway. And I feel like they're setting it up for Liv and Finn to take out Judgment Day, kind of maybe screw over Priest at some point where he loses the championship, whether it's against Rollins or against Gunther, and kind of position Priest to then be a sympathetic babyface moving forward.
Yeah, it has felt for a while now that, like, Balor was going to lead a revolt against Priest, and I think that the Liv thing, I think you're 100% right on that. I think Dominic has nothing to do with it.
Yep.
He's just kind of caught in the crossfire, and it's Finn that's doing it, exactly.
Lucky bastard. Cody Rhodes beat AJ Styles' I Quit match. I'm sorry, the Cody graphic, what did it have as his name?
Talent name.
Talent name.
Talent name.
WWE
Women's Tag Team Champion talent name.
That was
That's what we got
amazing.
for Cody Rhodes.
They brought in, you know how they brought in Kevin Dunn for like a legacy spot, you know? Like,
And he botched it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of faux pas on the production crew lately.
Yeah. Well,
Got
Kevin.
tightened
They
up.
were too worried. They were too worried about getting the fucking Wyatt sick.
Well, let me
right
tell
now.
you something.
This isn't NXT.
No. Kevin Dunn ran a tight ship. Too many cuts, but the kid knew what he was doing. Talking about those buck teeth, it's intimidating. The match was good. This was
a great idea.
and this was
very good
this
match.
was no better than their other.
It was not
matches.
as good
Matter
as
of
their
fact,
first one, I don't think,
I
but-
preferred their
Oh
other
yeah,
match.
it's a little different match, but I thought this is my match of the night.
This is my second favorite match of the night. And I think like the difference for me between Priest McIntyre and this match is like I like the finish to Priest McIntyre better. Like this was not a bad finish because
I didn't like this finish.
Yeah, I mean
I
don't
This
think
match
understand.
sucked
I don't
too.
like
The ending sucked on both matches. I'm sorry.
the first match. No, Priest and McIntyre's ending did not suck at all.
The ending was very mid. I did not like
This
the
one was
ending
just
at
like
all.
AJ Styles being
This one
afraid
was
of getting
worse.
hit with the steps, so he
Yeah.
quit.
He got hit anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got hit anyway.
piece
What
of
are you
shit.
talking about?
Yep.
John
Well,
Cena
AJ didn't
out
know
here.
that would happen.
Yeah.
Dude, that was one of the greatest gifts of all time. John Cena throwing the steps up, right?
Bray
We
just,
talked
Bray
about that.
just
That's
ate him.
probably the greatest moment of John Cena's career when he did that.
Bray
was
just
amazing.
Bray just ate him. Just like
It's
that.
hysterical.
Oh,
I thought this was a great match. They've had two really good matches. I do think, I said this last week, that Styles is going to find some way to preserve himself. Yes, he still got hit with the steps. Cody's a dickhead, we know that. But it was just a way for AJ to preserve himself. He is going to go do this thing at Noah, but that's in over a month. So I think he can still do a rematch. I think AJ can still weasel his way into a third match.
yeah,
I hope.
great. Awesome. Sami Zayn beat Chad Gable for the IC title. Otis finally fights back. I thought this match was really good. I thought the a little bit convoluted. Don't think I needed
It was good, but I mean, they're furthering the story that they were telling, and they finally left him on Raw. So you have the setup for hopefully finally the Creeds and Ivy Nile to join up with them.
Yeah, this is pretty much what we expected that we said heading into this. I thought, again, good match. I mean, listen, it's what we've been saying for most of these pay-per-views recently. Good matches, right? But they're not like standout matches. They're not standout pay-per-views.
I'll never
right?
watch him again.
I agree. Like, this is a 6.5 out of 10 pay-per-view.
Yeah, I was gonna say 6.5. That was gonna be my grade.
Yeah, I got a name for you guys. We'll get to it. Bailey beat
Okay,
Piper Niven. This
what?
match
On the
was-
subject of
oh,
Gable, really quick, because
R.I.P.
on the subject of Gable, really quick, because it does not seem like they're going back to him versus Sammy for Money in the Bank, and Gable is saying he wants to be in Money in the Bank and have a shot at World Championship. I mean, I would like for us to get back to him versus Sammy, maybe at SummerSlam and he wins, but if you're not doing that, I'm behind fucking Gable winning Money in the Bank. That'd be awesome.
Well, we could
It has
revisit
this group
Gable
with
and
them?
we could revisit Gable and Gunther.
100% we could.
We don't even know if Gable's going to be in the match next week at this point.
Well, I think he'll be alright.
No, you're right.
Right.
You're
Karrion
right, but I'm
Kross
just
said he'll
saying.
be fine.
Because if he is in the match next week, it kind of makes the Wyatt Six not look as good. You had this huge attack. He's all busted open the week before. He'll go win
Hold
a
on,
match.
How long
Like,
do you want him out? He was hitting the head. He got his head bumped. He's a little
People
bloody.
are saying he is dead. So to come back
Well,
from the
people
dead,
I feel are saying that as a joke.
No, I understand that. I'm also
I don't
joking.
know. Do
Mike.
you? Do you?
Yeah, but
he needs
to
to say,
me,
I hurt my groin. I'm back to almost 100%, guys. I'm fine.
if he goes and
That's
wins the
insane.
match next week, unless it's with the Creed brothers helping him, then no, I don't want
Which
him
I
to see
think
him
it
win.
would be. by the way.
I could see Bronson Reed winning because Triple H seems to love him and puts him in these matches.
I love him too. He's also
I love
awesome. Yeah, he's very awesome. Why do you hate
great.
him?
I didn't say I hate him. I'm saying
Is
Triple
it his
H.
body? You can't
I didn't
handle
say
it. He's a little
anything. I
thicker.
said Triple H seems to love him.
You're
He puts him in big
fattest. You're
matches.
fattest.
Bronson Reed also couldn't go into the match in Australia, so I think maybe you give him a good spot here. Put him in Money in the Bank, do some big things.
Okay. Bayley and Piper Niven Women's Championship match did not live up to the hype. It was just okay.
I don't think it
First
had
off,
hype.
there was no hype. But
I had hype. I liked
Exactly
It
Piper.
was
what
a
I
solid match,
expected.
but it was nothing spectacular.
Right. It's exactly what you
But
anticipated.
there was no hype to be had.
I had some
I
hype.
do think this is it was a very smart match for them to make. First, of course, because Piper is going to be there, but it also starts getting you set up of, okay, now she has to go face Nia, who is another monster in the fucking women's division, and so Bayley has already toppled one, now she has to go against Nia, and no, she does not beat Nia, right? So I think it's a smart match that they booked. And then she had to win. It's exactly what you expect. I don't understand the fucking problem.
Yeah, cool.
Right,
Let's get to the main event of the evening. Donnie Wright 2 times in this match because I said Alba Fire and Isla Dawn were going to win.
This is the only
I
one I
said
had
that.
wrong.
Okay?
I said that.
I said we both said that. We were both on that train. And
I
I
had
said
the main event right.
And I said Jade Cargill was greener than goose shit, and she looked like dog shit in this match. So let me
'Cause
say
she's
something.
swift?
You fucking loved her at AEW.
Jade-
So funny.
well, guess
But
what?
Do you want to know the beauty of the Jade Cargill thing?
Yeah,
It's
she's
like,
not good at
people like
wrestling.
say, oh,
Bianca
she's greener than
Belair's
goose shit.
throwing her out of the
But the
water.
same people were crying when WWE kept her off TV for 8 months or whatever when they were training her the proper way.
Training her the proper way.
So, like,
Guess what?
damn
Didn't
if you do or
work.
damn if you don't with these
Didn't
people.
work, dude, because she
Yes,
sucked
no
in this
one,
match.
because
No
no
one's ever
veteran has ever botched. Yep.
Oh, she sucks, dude. And like I said, but let me tell you who doesn't suck. Alba Fire and Lisa Dawn. I've been on that train since
Isla Dawn?
day one, son. And guess what? I'm very excited for them. They are cool. They are. I hope they get over like motherfucking gangbusters. And yeah, Jade Cargill. Hey, yo, Tony looks like a fucking genius. Let her walk. She looks
Did
great.
you
She
know-
can't work at all.
He looks dumb as fuck, actually.
Boo.
You're an idiot. Did you know the story about Alafara?
Yeah, her mom
Heading
got
into
hit by
this?
like a car or something.
I did not know
When
that.
did she get hit by a car?
Like within a month ago or something like
Yeah.
that. Or
Did she die
somewhere
or did
around
she
there.
live?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she died. I believe she was. I don't know if she lived in Orlando with her or if she was just visiting, but
I think
she
they were visiting.
got hit by a car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her parents were visiting. Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Like they were talking
Triple
about
H
in the
basically
press
said, like,
conference. She was
after
like,
the-
"Oh, there's this tragedy," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" So I look it up. I was like, "What the whole? That's it's fucking crazy."
Yeah, Triple H was talking about it afterwards, and he basically said, like, you know, this is not why she won. She won because she deserved to win, but it's nice she can have this moment and what's been a tough time for her and everything.
Damn, seriously, Alba, that's Kaylee Ray. And when we did the women's,
Mae Young Classic?
the Mae Young Classic with that big tournament they had in NXT,
Yeah, it was
was that the
awesome.
one they had in NXT?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was like
Well, it was
separate.
not really NXT, but it was at the Performance Center.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was.
I think they had like the finals at like the NXT pay-per-view or something like that.
She had done Progress and stuff like that. She was a known commodity, but she really she was fantastic in that, and it was like, got to get her in a position. Isla Dawn was a cool character in NXT UK, but when they got together and the moves they did like right away, like I felt like their chemistry like hit right off. They were perfect for each other, and so I'm glad. Like I said, yeah. Jade Cargill stinks. Good.
Jade Cargill
I was surprised by the result. I didn't think they'd go in that direction because I did think they were going to do, you know, a long title reign for Jade and Bianca. It does make me wonder, like, maybe they go to the breakup sooner than we thought they were going to. That's a possibility. But I'm not mad at the result. Like, it was a really cool moment that they won in their home country. And, you know, we all think Alba and Isla are awesome teams. So I hope that they book them consistently, which has been an issue with the tag team division. And that's part of why I thought Bianca and Jade were going to retain, because you don't have a problem booking them consistently because they're two of your biggest stars. So hopefully they treat them in a similar respect.
We'll see, huh? We'll see. Maybe get her some fucking training. Match moment overall grade, Mike.
Favorite match is the main event, Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. Favorite moment was CM Punk's little referee stunt. And overall grade is 6.5 out of 10.
Ugh, it's way too high. BJ?
Okay.
Favorite match was Cody and AJ. Favorite moment was Alba Fire and Isla Dawn winning. And overall grade, 6 out of 10.
My match was Alpha Fire and Isla Dawn winning. My moment was them winning, and Jade Cargill proving me correct. Me and Tone correct.
Wait, that was the best match, but you are shitting on the performance?
Yeah, because Jade Cargill tried her best to
Doesn't make
bring
any
it
fucking
down,
sense,
but everybody else
as
is
you
great.
know, but
A
fine.
5 out of 6 ain't bad, right? Not what that song says?
Nope.
Overall grade, I gave it a 3.5 out of fucking 10. Less than my normal 4.
Good job.
Weird.
So real quick.
Seems
Now, admittedly, I saw this on the internet.
Everything he says is disingenuous.
Admittedly, I saw this on the internet, but I gotta use it. It's a new name for you guys. For people like Mike and BJ.
What did I do?
What do you call someone on the internet? What do they call Mike? What do they call people who are fans of the WWE, the WWF? What do they call them?
E-drones.
E-drones. They call them Fed. You're for the Fed. You're fighting for the Fed, right?
Yeah, it's some of the most cringe fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. Agreed.
So Donnie's gonna steal it and use it.
No, so here's the thing. No, of course, yes. This one's especially perfect.
Yeah.
BJ, you love movies, right?
I mean, yeah, most people do.
No. You love movies. You go to the movies by yourself. You love them especially. You shut your mouth. What do you
Not
call
anymore.
someone? What is the term for someone who loves movies?
Moviegoer?
A
Cinemaphile?
A cinephile, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Mike and BJ, you guys are now.
I can already see where this is going.
You guys are pedophiles. You guys are certified pedophiles. You gotta go knocking door to door at your neighborhoods because you are a fucking licensed, diagnosed pedophile. And
You're
I
a
want
registered Lex offender, though. So
you are a registered pedophile, and I am using that shit from now on every time you go spout into mouth. So let's see how this Forbidden Door preview goes, you pedophiles.
do you feel like calling us that more is gonna make us like support AEW? Because it's not.
No,
Do you
absolutely
feel like
not.
calling it, using that term on here is going to get us more money?
No, I don't feel like we can make more than zero.
Less.
Okay, so
Yeah, really?
don't
Yeah.
fucking do it.
Oh, look at me. The lady doth protest too much, you pedophile. Guys,
You know, you're just a piece of
AEW
shit.
Forbidden Door. Come up with a fun AEW one. We'll see how long it lasts.
I don't want to.
June 30th. This is get your D-Lo Brown heads out, loosen them up, shake them, because we're not going to be
Yeah.
here next week.
Yep.
That's what this means. You're like, well, it's not until
draft
next week.
week.
And we're like, we're gone. We're ghost. I am on the beach, probably in Bermuda right now.
No, you're not.
Shorts
You're in your
on.
fucking little water slide.
Nah, I'm in my
Your
office.
kids are fucking kicking you in the balls.
Although I will say this, that's very fucking realistic. Those motherfuckers are dangerous with their feet. If I put the slip and slide down the stairs, that's a steep set of stairs behind me right now. That'd be a hell of a
Yeah.
fucking.
Next time you fall down the steps, then at least it would be fun.
Yeah,
Do it.
you're right. I've never fallen on the steps, so.
Okay.
Falling up them. Forbidden Door, D'Lo Brown heads up, pop, shake, rattle. I'm doing my hips on that one. Who you got? How's it shake out? Mike, Swerve Strickland versus Will Ospreay. By the way, Swerve on another level right now. You guys have been shitting on him, but the promos the last 4 weeks have been excellent. Him telling fucking old Willie
We
Boy
didn't shit
that
on
he
him,
would
Swerve.
kill him.
No, we shit on the handling of
He
Swerve.
said, "I will
Yeah.
kill you." He
As did
said
Donnie, so what the
he
fuck?
said to Will Ospreay, "I would kill you if you were not my friend right now." So, fantastic work.
Well, they shouldn't be friends then.
I don't think they're friends any longer.
I think the match is obviously going to be amazing. It should be the match of the night. I think that Swerve wins because Don Callis and Takeshita and that group screws over Ospreay, because it's made no sense for him to be part of that this entire time when he's been a fucking babyface since he signed with the company. And so I assume they end that, and then I guess we maybe get Ospreay and Takeshita at All In.
Ooh, that'd be a banger. Give me
We've
bangers.
already gotten it, but
I'm all about the bangers, dude. I need them. I want them. I got some more of them. BJ?
Can I ask you a question?
Yo.
Who were the Young Bucks and Okada gonna face?
Who do you think?
I'm asking you the question. I'm asking you the question. Who won?
I don't-
Evil,
I-
Sonata, and somebody.
Yeah, I don't actually see them on the card. Maybe Jack Perry against someone, but I
thinking
mean,
maybe Well,
No,
Jack Perry's
Perry's
in
the ladder match.
is in the
Oh, yeah,
TNT
yeah,
Championship
sorry.
match, which you said last time
I
was
meant
he's
Okada,
probably gonna
not
win.
Okada.
So maybe they interfere in this match, and there's a no contest.
Well, they are
know
trying
AEW
they're trying to get Swerve on their side. So,
I know
you know.
AEW doesn't like to do that, but sometimes for the greater good of your storylines, and this is their biggest storyline, and it's your top 2 stars essentially right now on the babyface side. Like maybe just do that.
They
And
won't
you have
do
them
it.
interfere, and then that way you could lead into Blood and Guts, and eventually you can get to All In. Will Ospreay does beat maybe Swerve or whoever else for the championship.
I'm down for that. That sounds like a great plan.
Because in my opinion, the reason I
Do
say
you
it
think
is
that they're
because
going to do
I
a
don't
no
think
contest,
either.
though?
My
They've
thing is, I don't think
never
either of them should be losing right now in this type of match, is my opinion. And that's why I would do that. And I don't want to see Swerve lose a championship yet. He just won in April, even though Ospreay should win a championship, if we're being honest.
And
So-
they're the NWO. It's a fuck finish. Yeah, I'm
Right.
fine with it. I'm going to go with it.
They're not going to do it. I mean, I would not have a problem with it because I think there's situations where it's fine to do that. They're not going to do it. They've never done it.
No,
They
they're
won't do it.
going to listen. There's a time and a place. We
You
found
gotta
the time.
switch it up. They
Found
need
place.
to switch things up.
Mox and Naito for the IWG World Heavyweight Championship.
Hell yeah.
I think Naito wins.
I agree.
That's what I think too,
But
because
he's
there's
in
not going to
G1
be
though.
like any other like title switches or anything on the card.
But
So
not just that. I think that they gave Mox the championship, and I think they're going to give it back here. You know what I mean?
Like, how long is Mox supposed to be on that fucking tour? It's been a while already,
I don't know.
right? So maybe this guy needs a fucking vacation. I would give it to Naito, but it is interesting that he is in G1.
Do you like the
So
play-in for G1?
Honestly, I didn't really watch last year.
what's the plan?
The play-in. So essentially,
Oh.
they have
They're having like a play-in tournament.
there's a play-in tournament for the last 2 positions in each block.
Oh,
But
that's a
the
good idea.
But
actually.
the thing
It's
is,
fine.
Mike, like Tana's in it. Like it's stacked. Like the play-in tournament looks fucking almost as good as the real tournament.
What I will say is, like, if you're gonna do that though, you should have like a rationale for why certain people are in it already.
I mean, I don't speak Japanese, so they could. I don't know.
Huh.
There's a language barrier when you watch other wrestling like that, buddy. It's just sometimes you're just watching for the wrestling.
Just accept it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Naito here.
Mike,
Yeah, I agreed. Naito.
Takeshita, Briscoe, Moriarty, or Dean Martin.
Dean Martin?
Jack
Oh my
Perry. Participants
they made
to
him
the-
announce
It's the
that.
Ladder
marshmallow
match.
world in the winter.
Oh shit! I love some Dean. I love me some Dean. I love Frank. I love them all. Nothing like being Italian in the 50s, huh?
It is Dante Martin. I forgot to update this.
Oh,
Dante
okay.
Martin.
Wow, great.
Takeshita,
Yeah.
Mark Briscoe, Dante Martin, Jack Perry, and others.
I'm gonna say Jack Perry wins.
Jack Perry.
Definitely Jack Perry.
Yeah, got to get this motherfucker some gold.
Yeah,
Let
it
him
would be weird
shine.
if
Let him
you do.
do a couple high spots. Keep him healthy. And
See, here's another one. Like, they should be interfering in this match on their behalf, on his behalf.
I think
They
could.
probably will.
Yeah, they probably will. And that's fine. I'm down for that.
And
And
that
WO
would set
style,
up
dude.
where, right, and that would set up where, oh, we've already seen them tonight, and then when they interfere in the main event, oh, what a surprise.
Well, the thing
Well,
is,
they'll all
they
have championships then, right? Because the Young Bucks are still tag champs,
Yep.
and
well,
Okada is the
remember,
Continental.
Remember, they came out and gave Swerve sneakers. Like they were wooing Swerve into their group. They wanted
Oh,
him to.
well, maybe they help him, and it's like, so that way you get your finish, but he didn't really want their help, but now it's, Will Ospreay's like, yo, what the fuck?
I think that's far
Or
more
you win
likely.
on it.
Okay.
Maybe that's
I like
what-
I like that. Look at us deducing.
Yeah,
Look at us,
figured it out.
little sleuths. You know what we should have done? We shouldn't have played fucking Guess Who. We should have played Clue.
I love Clue. My favorite game.
I love that. It's my favorite board game as well.
Really?
Yes.
We should have
100%.
been playing. We've been playing
I
for
don't
years
even know what
now.
my favorite board game is.
I
Really?
love
Monopoly,
Trivial
Clue.
Pursuit,
Stratego.
maybe?
I love Clue, the board game, based solely on the fact that I
Because of the movie.
loved the movie, right?
So
And
good.
I loved the movie because of the women. They were awesome.
Oh, so funny, yeah.
Yeah, I mean and I'm funny, yeah, whatever. I didn't hear him talking very much, but I mean Tim Curry,
Okay.
fantastic. But the movie was great too. Everybody was great in it. Just
Yeah.
Flames. Mercedes Moné versus Stephanie Vacour. We saw Stephanie Vacour at that Stardom show, and
Nice.
every time Jimmy pointed at this person and leaned over to me, and he's like, "Yo, this person does this. You fucking should. This is why you remember him." I'm like, "Thank you so much for talking to me the way I needed to be talked to," because everything he said that was going to happen so far has happened But there's one thing that I'm still waiting on, and it looks like it's going to happen eventually.
What's that?
Momo in the AEW zone eventually. I'm ready for it. Please give it to me.
I agree with that.
I wanted Momo to retire Sting and take the bat. Mercedes Moné and Stephanie Vacour. Who do you got?
Winner takes all.
Mercedes.
Yes.
Yeah, Mercedes.
You will love Stephanie Vacour. She's awesome.
I've never seen her wrestle. I'm looking forward to it. You kept saying great things back in April, so.
Yeah. Very good. Very, 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 very good. Very good.
Very good.
Mike, who'd you take?
Huh?
Who'd you take?
Mercedes.
I already said Mercedes.
Yeah. Tony Storm versus Mina Shirakawa. By the way,
Nice.
best storyline in wrestling right now. Best video packages.
In AEW.
Let me tell you something. If you're not watching these promos,
They ain't
you're
better
not
than
seeing
Drew.
this
They
shit.
ain't better
Hey,
than Gable.
Yo, you know why? Yo, I will say this. Drew's chest, also very great. Also
Yeah,
very
sure
great. So
is.
it puts a big smile on my face. But the love and respect I have for this storyline.
I understand. You're a fucking dirtbag. You're
Well,
pulling
no.
a George Cruz right now.
From the bottom of my heart, though, this is literally what happened at the end of the Stardom show that I watched in April as well. So they were previewing it. I got like house show for a fucking
That's cool.
AEW pay-per-view. But with that said, that match was great. This match will be great as well. And they're fighting over Mariah. So you wanted stories in the women's division, you're getting them.
Getting one.
That show that you went to, nothing was televised at all anywhere.
It
was just like
I
a
got no
house
idea.
show? Oh, okay.
I legit have no idea.
I'm gonna say Tony Storm wins.
Yes, of course.
Yes, she's going to win, and Mariah will love her even more.
Yeah.
Until Mariah eventually turns on her and costs her the championship. And I'm here for that as well. Jeff Cobb versus TBD. We said Samoa Joe.
I like that idea. I'm down with it.
Yeah, I'm down for that too. And at that point, I just want to see big, meaty men slapping meat.
Yeah.
I want to see Jeff Cobb win, and I want to see him win with the fucking Tour of the Islands on Samoa Joe.
That'd be wild.
If Samoa Joe is in this, I could see Samoa Joe winning.
Yeah, sure.
Do you think that they hold out the announcement until like the match, or are they going to announce it ahead of time?
I would, because like you've got a lot of these matches that are like you have them announced ahead of time, and it's like it's not even like a feud or a storyline or anything, so it's not like you're not going to benefit anything by announcing it ahead of time.
Yeah.
I hope that they don't announce it. You already have a lot of star power on this show. You don't really need anything like that for this, and I think the mystery is even more intriguing.
Yeah,
right.
100% agreed.
Is it true that Samoa Joe's been like on fucking ROH lately?
He's done some ROH stuff too, but
That's
I
pretty
think
rough,
he's also
man.
been nursing.
He was just world champion.
Yeah, and I think what he said was he was like, I don't have a story, so I'm going to go work and then keep myself
Like
sharp.
he said that. I think Tony said go to fucking ROH.
Nah, I think Samoa Joe said in an interview that that's what he was doing.
Well,
So,
that's pretty bad.
But
I hope
no,
this opens the show.
keep it. I will say this though, BJ, this is more to
Yeah.
you because this one's ignorant.
Uh-huh.
I would love Samoa Joe in the G1.
Yeah.
Give me Summer
that'd be
of
awesome.
Joe running train on fucking New Japan's Best, please.
That'd be so cool.
And Zack Sabre versus Orange Cassidy. The last match was awesome, so I expect the same here.
I'm gonna say Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah, OC
Yeah.
won the first one, so I'm gonna go with Zach here.
And
I
like you need
agree.
to have them win something here.
I just
That's
like.
what I was. That's
oh,
my,
we do
what
have
my
Naito
thought was,
winning
too.
actually.
I will say this. From the
2 out of 7. All
from
right.
the bottom of my heart. Okay, a lot of people over here loving big meaty men slapping meat. I'm with you on that one. But long, lanky guys slapping skin, also
Slapping limbs.
slapping limbs, also very good. Like that too.
Slapping bone. That's all I can hear is bone.
Oh my God, it would hurt so bad. Because that bone on bone, that's some of the worst pain you feel in any kind of combat.
They're gonna be boning. in this
bone.
match.
Oh my God, like
Two lanky men boning.
dude, when in jiu-jitsu, when they just like lean their bone on your bone, it feels like death.
Yeah.
It feels like death, and you're just like, all right, I quit. And you're like, that's not even a move, and it's like, I don't care, I'm done. It hurts too much. The Hardy Boys escape AEW and return
Hell
to
yeah.
TNA. Holy shit!
I can't believe you read it.
I just hope I just hope that Jeff didn't drive the getaway car.
Yeah, we could tell because it
Well,
was
they
pulled
came
over.
separately, so.
They got Justin Timberlake.
Oh.
Hey, I didn't do it. He was the one on Martha's Vineyard driving
There you
drunk.
go.
It's an easy thing to do in Martha's Vineyard, I assume.
Drive drunk? They don't even
Yeah.
have cops there. They just know you're rich getting there, so they're like, you're one of the good ones. The Hardy Boys. Yeah, so I think that
Very cool.
you say WWE return in 2024. I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know.
Return.
I think what they're going to do is I think WWE's going to let Jeff Hardy like prove he can do it in TNA, and then if it stays clean and kosher, then we kind of move from there.
The reason I ask is they have this current crossover that's happening. So it's like, well, are they going to continue that? And we're going to see them because of all the people to bring in. Even like, hey, maybe you can't trust Jeff, but you could probably trust him for one fucking night.
No, you're right.
Ever heard of Victory Road?
Yeah, it's very true, buddy. So
Different
you're
time.
right about that. The thing for me is Rebby Hardy? I don't even want to talk shit on her because she's gonna attack me. She don't even know
Yeah,
me. You don't
she'll
even
find
know
out.
me. Okay, you don't even know me,
I don't
Rebby.
even know you.
But I just, she's like, she want to do matches and stuff now. Is that we're gonna have to get a package deal? You're gonna get them all at one time. So you
There's
got,
speculation she might do a match.
you got to do, but is that future contracts for Maxwell and shit? Like, what are we doing here? Like, is this like, man, who's the 13-year-old
Greenhorn.
kid the union just signed? They're like, hey, we got a 14-year-old kid. He's gonna be.
Freddie
doing-
Adu?
No, we just signed it. We did that was two. But no, we signed like a
No, they did
14-year-old
sign
kid
someone,
who's
yeah.
like, I'm going to Manchester
He's
United.
like
We're like,
15 years old.
not until we have you for a couple
Yeah,
years.
yeah. I forgot his name, but you're right.
Freddie Adu.
Freddie Adu did the same.
But this
did
was-
the same.
He's always going to be the poster boy of it.
Well, listen, this was really cool for TNA. I like the fact that they can go back there and hopefully do some of the cinematic stuff. I'm all about this.
Well, they already did it. Rebby was trying to cut that lady's head off with a guillotine.
She did, I think, right? Alicia Edwards? We talked about this like a week or two ago about where the Hardys would go, and my assumption was, they'll have their run in TNA, and I do think it's going to be kind of like a trial basis to see if they get back to WWE or not. Like, and I discussed this, like, I don't think Triple H is like desperate to get the Hardys because they're having, WWE's having a ton of success. He's doesn't need the Hardy Boys. Especially if there's going to be any kind of headaches
Yeah,
attached to it.
but he knows
you
the
could put him
value
in
of
NXT.
them. No, he knows the value of them, but you just said it.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
I got to make sure this motherfucker ain't going to get high again. That's
Right.
all.
If they are on the straight and narrow for long enough, I could see them coming back. But I don't think we'll see them in WWE in 2024. I could see them as surprise entrants in the Rumble potentially in January, even if they're still just in TNA because you've opened up, the portal.
prohibited
So
portal.
they could step through the portal and be part of that.
Yeah, they got to make sure this motherfucker ain't Delonte West. They got to get this shit. They got to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Damn, dude.
Okay. Money in the Bank confirmed card. That's July 6th. Are we going to be back for that? I'm not going to be here for sure.
So, the Hardy Boys, if I recall correctly, Mike, Jeff, as like a jobber, first appeared in like 94.
I want to say 94, and he was like
Right,
not
so-
even old enough to be wrestling, but they didn't
And
know
so
that.
I do feel like if you can get them in 2024, it's like, we got like the 30 years of heart. I do think they can do something.
Been 30 years hard.
E.
Hell yeah.
We'll put the E in hard. Men's Money in the Bank. Jey Uso is in. Second spot from Raw will be turned by triple threat match. Braun Bronson and Chad Gable. Braun's in.
No, we don't want Braun. Bro. I'm
Bro.
going to keep
Bro.
telling you this every week that I see this fucking guy.
He's awesome.
He's worse than he's ever been in his career.
You are
so
wrong.
bad.
His body is tighter than it's ever been.
I don't even
His
care about
fucking
it. He
hair
looks like
is where it's at. His fucking promos
he's
are
slower
money.
than ever.
No, he's
Well.
not. He's more methodical than ever.
Bro, he runs so slow, and they're like, oh, here comes Braun Strowman. It, like,
He's
takes
a
him
hoss, dude.
I watch Braun Strowman
He's a
run around
hoss.
the ring. It takes him an hour. I watch Braun Breaker do it. It takes him fucking
Yo,
2
he's
seconds.
also a middle linebacker. My guy over here is more
He
of
was
a
not. He was
fucking
a running back.
offensive lineman.
He's horrible. Like, I've
Listen.
never been a fan of Braun Strowman.
You're a punk.
This is the worst I've seen him.
You got to be very honest with
Fucking
yourself. Yo,
son.
you're about to make me
Terrible.
whisper. I'm about to get
I-
fucking furious.
I am stunned that the guy that announced like 3 weeks ago that he was going to be in Money in the Bank is actually in Money in the Bank.
Hey, he
Jey
followed
Uso.
through on his promise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he sure did.
Good.
Like I said before, I think you have to keep Chad Gable out, or he's just completely fucking destroyed. And if he is, then the only way to win is because the Creed brothers help him. I'm gonna say that Bronson Reed gets in though.
Okay. Women's
I'm going
Money in the
Gable.
Bank. Io Sky. Okay, great. Io Sky, Sex Spot from Raw, Kairi Sane, Lyra Valkyria, and Shayna Baszler.
I think I'm gonna get in.
Yeah, I think Lyra.
I
I would prefer Kyrie in there.
I gotta tell you. I don't know if I'm a bad guy. I don't know
I
how
think
this
you're a
is
bad
gonna
guy.
be
You're a bad
reacted
guy,
to.
for sure.
You're very much a bad guy.
Lyra
Whatever you're about to say, don't say
fucking
it.
mid as fuck,
Oh,
dude.
you can
Fine
say
worker, good wrestler. You know what I mean? Like fine, but just I don't get it.
Yeah, I agree. She's not exciting.
We say it to George all the time. We don't understand his fascination.
She's
good
fucking
wrestler,
Bland
good hand.
City.
Yeah.
It's like the Lance Storm of the women's division.
Yeah, it's a fair one. It's actually a good one. Plus, she stole fucking Tyra.
Yeah. Ever since you said that.
Yeah.
Did you say Tyra? Like Tyra Banks?
No.
Tyra Valkyrie.
Yeah. That's not who it was?
Tyra Valkyrie.
Damian Priest or Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't know. Yeah, I could see it going either way you said, so.
Yeah.
Now the wheels got spinning. Maybe this is where Finn screws over Priest and stuff.
Because then you have Rollins versus Gunther, which also makes sense.
And that feels like a bigger match. And then you get Priest
and
against Balor.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think that's the way to go.
Me too.
Yeah, I like that more.
Rollins got Rollins really
and they
gets
teased the thing with Seth and Gunther before the Rumble.
Yeah, I mean, but listen, to be totally honest with you, you can do
true.
Rollins versus Gunther coming out of it. If Priest is preoccupied, he gets scred there. I'd rather have.
What would you do with Rollins at SummerSlam if he doesn't win the championship here?
I mean, he could you just put him against, it doesn't matter. He's a workhorse.
This ain't AEW, brother. It matters.
Book something for the next couple weeks. I don't know.
So that's what I'm saying. We just booked.
I know, but you
matches
actually had the point of. Before Priest's going to lose the championship to Gunther, at least give the motherfucker a reign that will actually help him in the long run. If he goes on to fucking beat Seth Rollins here in like a more clean fashion than what we got at fucking Clash at the Castle, then I would see more progress in him moving forward. He's going to lose the championship anyway, at least make him look strong on the way to the loss.
He's going to be a big babyface, like BG said, coming out of this.
Goodness.
And I understand what you're saying about like if Priest is going to go lose to Gunther, then yes, should beat Seth Rollins. But if Priest gets screwed and Seth Rollins is the one that loses to Gunther just beat one of their top guys.
I get it.
Decade.
I don't like it, but I get
whether
it.
Rollins has it for a month or not, like just having it for a month, it doesn't matter because it's Seth Rollins that you beat.
Would you rather have Priest and Balor at SummerSlam on a huge stage or at like fucking Bash in Berlin or whatever it's called, the next pay-per-view?
Bash in Berlin?
No.
Hold on a minute.
And then who would Gunther defend the championship against at Berlin? Seth Rollins?
Yeah. Maybe you do the rematch with Seth after Gunther beats Seth.
Nah, I don't like it.
And then the Gunther would have beaten Rollins
I
twice.
said I don't like it.
All right.
I love it.
Heat Wave confirmed card. That's July 7th?
The next fucking day, bro.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Like, what the fuck? Why?
That's me coming
weird,
back from
like,
vacation.
That they're doing the reverse of what they've ever done with the regular pay-per-view in front of the NXT. Because they used to do it a lot where they
Shawn Michaels just taking over Sundays.
Yeah.
He's like, look.
But they've also been, like, separating.
Yeah, lately they have not done them the same weekend aside from WrestleMania.
Great card announced for Heatwave. Trick Williams versus TBD for the NXT Championship and nothing else. Awesome. Great
tonight,
stuff,
it's a battle royal to determine his number one contender. It's kind of exciting because they tease it's going to be people from multiple promotions potentially in this battle royal.
Yeah, hopefully Moose.
That'd be
Honestly,
cool.
from the bottom of my heart, that's all it takes to get a fucking title shot around here is a champion fucking winning a battle royal.
In NXT? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't Will Ospreay do that to fucking get the international championship?
He won a fucking gauntlet match.
Yeah, and you guys,
ended before,
it.
That's way better.
And you guys complained about it. That's I'm calling your hypocrisy. Right? I'm calling out your hypocrisy.
Battle Royals forever, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Literally the Royal Rumble, but you call it out when AEW does it. It's not good storytelling.
The Royal Rumble
it's
is
lazy.
not the same as the Battle Royal.
It's not the same as
the
gauntlet
match. It's
match.
literally the exact same thing.
It's literally not the exact same
thing. The Royal
thing.
Rumble is a battle royal.
It's a form of battle royal.
A battle royal.
You are so fucking stupid.
What are you talking
A
about?
square is a rectangle. A square is a rectangle. A rectangle is not necessarily a square.
You are the C word.
World War III was a battle royal, and it fucking blew.
World War III is one of the top 7 pay-per-views I've ever seen in my life.
Fucking sucked.
That's because you're ignorant and you didn't see the good ones.
They're talking shit. They'll cut your dick. Got bonus for Roman. Never satisfied with any result. Blood vessels exploding. Watch every PLE, then claim they'll no longer pay. I just can't wait to hear what they have to say. Smart say, smart say, smart say, smart say. All those horrible things that come from keyboards. Smart say, smart say, smarks always say what they wanna say. Smart say, smart say, smart say, smart say. All those horrible things that come from keyboards. Smart say, smarks always say what they wanna say. Yeah.
I saw fucking.
You didn't see
El
them all.
Dandy.
You didn't see
They
them
all
all,
have
dude.
job references. It fucking blows.
No, they
you.
don't, dude. There's 3 rings, so it's
Yeah,
3
suck.
times.
They
the
pretty much all came out in a line.
Right, it sucked. There was a little conga lines that came out. WCW fucking blew. The best thing that The Rock may have done forever is the fucking WCW who fucking killed it. And you know what? They all were responsible for it. Especially Stone Cold and The Rock. And
Yeah.
Vince.
Oh yeah.
And
Are you watching that show, Donnie?
no.
I watched the first
Oh.
episode.
I watched.
really
Listen, I lived it. I watched what happened. It was
I
a
think-
bunch of people. It was all the chefs in the kitchen that killed WCW. If we're very
I
honest.
think tonight is about Vince Russo, and I can't wait.
Yo,
I
bro,
hope, they have Cornette on.
bro. Mike's just sit, yeah, holy shit. Yeah, that's what I said. If you have a dick and balls, you need to double book both of them for the same conference hall and just fucking be like, yeah, over here, Vince Russo. Yeah, just
We
wait
should
right
have
here.
done
Be like, here, Jim, come in here.
Book both their interview at the same
should-
time.
Yep.
I was like,
No, we-
They'd come in
we
like,
should have
what
done
the
that
hell's
too.
he doing here?
When we were in Philly, we all should have done that.
Yeah,
Should have got him in the room.
I don't have the money.
Yeah, we do.
But we didn't have $34 combined for what they charge. Okay, that's all the wrestling we had to talk. God, you know what? WWE in the mud. That fucking Clash of the Castle shit was crap. WWE
In the
being
mud.
saved
In the mud.
saved by Bray Wyatt
Wyatt
again,
6 was awesome.
which is the best thing ever. Bray Wyatt's dead. He's still better than Roman Reigns. And you pedophiles need to keep your fucking mouth shut, or I'm reporting you. That's what I'm gonna say. You need to stay
sick of it.
500 feet away from my
it's called
smarts.
World Wrestling Entertainment, so it's not even a good burn at all.
You're the e-pedophiles, dude.
It's a fucking 23-year-old term that Donnie found.
These people who
just
Oh,
found
like
it.
the
say
F4W
pedophiles,
I
they were
just found it.
pedophiles back when it was WWF and it was the fucking greatest thing going, they thought.
Yeah, well, guess what?
They weren't watching New Japan back then.
Yeah,
They're watching
no, they were
WCW
they were
like
watching Frontier Wrestling.
Frontier Wrestling
They weren't.
They were. Yes, they were. I know my uncle was.
and WA Wild
I
Side.
got the tapes to prove it too, dude. Also have tapes called Ninja Nookie, which is 80s porn with a lot of bush.
There you go.
There was a lot of pussy hair in the 80s.
Nothing wrong with that.
Uh,
Why are you
Clash-
talking about this?
Clash at the Castle, guys.
You're
Talking
just a
about
walking smart.
Doodly-doo-doo. Smark said the darndest things. Great to segue. Appreciate you there, buddy. By the way, I don't appreciate how you stopped sending them in. Real fucking piece of shit move by you. Clash
You
of
thought,
Castle.
listen, beginning of the year, you fucking cried nonstop.
Well, that you sucked at it. I also figured maybe you'd get better, but instead you quit. So I mean, that
Yeah.
says a lot about you, not me. Clash
Only do
Cast
Max
Smart
better.
say, someone thank a few people who sent it into ringrustradio@yahoo.com. After every pay-per-view, people are assholes online, and we'd like to collect all of those comments and read them to you. I want to thank Tyler Sutton, Matt Bowers, Sully Branzino,
There you go.
Branzino, that is BJ's, that's his Twitch handle. Clint Williams, Chris Jeter, Jim Del Chapo, and Leon CK. So
George just sent us in group chat picture of the Wyatt 6, but with R-Truth in there. Just smiling.
You should try to join it.
I really hope that happens now.
not for a while. Let's keep it serious for a while.
Yeah, give it a week.
Don't do that. All right, we have a bunch this time. A lot of people sent them in, so I was trying to get a bunch in here. So let's do it. Mike number 1.
You mean to tell me this motherfucker's master plan was to fly to Scotland and hope a ref got knocked out so he could pretend to be a referee to pretend to count a pinfall that wouldn't have counted anyway since he's not a referee?
Got him! Got him!
Is this from Donnie's account?
Oh, yeah, dude. This is my burner, dildo guy, 44.
I don't understand the pretend to count a pinfall that wouldn't have counted anyway since he's not a referee. That's kind of the fucking point.
Bam! Blam!
That's
In
the
your
point.
face!
Nah, if you wear the shirt,
In
you're
your
a-
face, dude. Yeah. Number 2, please.
As we already explained, it was a great angle.
It wasn't. You were wrong. Number 2.
I am so sad because WWE running wrong people just like Cody is not good for WWE. Of course. WWE make him champ. WWE, we lost Diamond.
Of course.
Roman Reigns.
It says of course, but it came up
Of course.
It says of course.
Of course.
We lost Diamond like Roman Reigns.
Agreed. Of course I agree with that.
Of course, dude.
I think
Wha-
they found one of my comments and merged it with this.
Why do y'all love humiliating Drew McIntyre? It makes no sense to me. What has he done to deserve being a loser in front of his fellow Scots? What have the Scots done to see their warrior lose in front of them?
Humiliating Drew McIntyre with his multi-million-dollar contract in a match against fucking CM Punk at SummerSlam. So humiliating.
I gotta tell you,
He's humiliated.
him yelling, "What has he done?" It's like, it sounds like,
He did.
it's like Jason Tatum saying fucking his dumb shit at the end, trying to, Jason Tatum at the end of
Anything's
that
possible.
he is the most cringeworthy fucking person I've ever fucking seen. He didn't know, first off, he's mad as shit fucking Jaylen Brown won MVP. And this motherfucker, he can't even be happy, so he's like, I'll be Kevin Garnett instead.
I saw somebody be like, oh, congratulations for overcoming growing up in an upper-class family and going to prep high school and going to Duke and being drafted high by one of the top fucking franchises in the history of basketball. You really overcame the odds, buddy.
Yeah, he did. He did. Listen,
Yeah.
he had to work hard to get there too. Go ahead, number 4.
Nah, focus on your fake wrestlers' bad spray tan when they don't lift their arms up to get the entire look, but still sacrifice their bodies in future health to just die being orange. What?
That's a great comment.
Because if you don't lift your arms, you don't get the tanner in your armpits, Mike.
Yeah, but who are they referencing? with
Mike,
this?
I have no idea who he's talking about. And I've never tanned before in my life to where I was worried about the armpits, but I understood what he was yelling at. That guy is pissed off about the tan. And you're just
Worried
going to
about the
die
wrong
being
things.
orange. That's hilarious to me, dude. Go ahead. It's like my grandmother when she went to Florida. She died being brown.
Thanks.
Of course CM Punk had to show up and be the human spoiler alert at WWE Castle, costing Drew McIntyre the match. Guess some people just can't resist crashing the party and ruining the fun. Yo, Tom Wood.
Yeah, it's so fucking true though, dude. Fucking CM,
you ruined all the
CM
fun.
skunk, dude.
You should be more like Kawhi Leonard, Donnie.
No
Be a fun guy.
no
Not
pyro. This will be France Scotland sucks. Cody needs it. Embarrassing broom.
Emma embarrassing.
Embarrassing
Emma
broom.
Barrisingberg.
Embarrassing broom.
That sounds like a country.
Yeah.
Yes, I take my family from
city.
Embarrassingburg.
Emma Barrisingberg. Emma Barrisingberg, Pennsylvania.
It's more like the skiing in Embarrassingburg is great.
Whoa.
It's about skiing. I'm just freaking monster to skiers, I guess. I don't know. 7?
Chad Gable has real fucking heat. Put the fucking belt on him. But he isn't winning the title in this storyline. They aren't going that direction, clearly. This story was a weak attempt to get Otis over. That will never happen. Like Gable's reign, but I'm okay.
No one likes to spell the word never.
Yeah.
By the way, Otis incredibly fucking over when he fired up on Raw, but
That's almost
and
like
he's been incredibly over many times in his career.
Yeah, hi. The man
kind of
knows his
popular
way around
below.
the ladies, dude.
There's
Shows
other 4 times
personalities
he's been
are
super over.
Yeah.
They had Bianca and Jay lose to some dry, great value brand wrestlers. Between boring fake champ Cody, the new bloodline with Solo, and this, wrestling has become absolutely garbage.
What a good point, dude.
This is
Wow, dude. No, this is the guy he's woken up, dude. He doesn't want to be a pedophile anymore. Number 9, we miss Roman. Bring back our Reigns.
Hell yeah.
I hate you so much.
That was mine.
I hate you both so much. Oh, number 10 is a long one.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Gosh. It's so funny for people to say Cody's story, I'm over Styles, is a better wrestler. So is Orton. But let's make Reigns champ for like 3 boring years.
Yes.
When Bray Wyatt, a better wrestler, character. Or let's ruin Seth Rollins' career by making him Seth freaking Rollins.
Yes.
Plus change up his whole character in wrestling gear with weird outfits. Then throw Rock Reigns' whole family on the train, except the Usos. But Reigns can't wrestle or play a character. Watch, now they are flushing Sicko's career real fast with this. Why in the hell is he playing Tony Montana? And this bloodline crap. Let Jay control his character instead of this Yee crap. Bring back the main event Jay, and watch, WWE will blow this whole Uncle Howdy Bo Dallas tribute to Bray Wyatt. Bet on that. Get rid of the Vince Stapani, Shane, Triple H, Shawn Michael. Get new creative young folks, bring back WWE, because this crap is wax, sucks, bad. Nobody can compete with them on their money, though. Seems like Wrestling Pro always is gone and not coming back.
Well done, Mike.
Nobody competes with their money, though, except actually AEW. That's the one area where they can compete.
I will say this from the bottom of my heart.
Good job reading that.
Thanks, man.
This was a big task. Mikey handled it well. This person is old school mad. This little bit right here is why we created this segment.
Stapani.
There was punctuation to start, but once he got mad, this motherfucker
there was
like,
one comma. The Usos, the eyes.
That's hilarious, dude. Whew, okay.
Sicko's career. We're booking for the Sickos.
Hell yeah. That's what the show's all about, dude. That's what our fans are called. They're like ICP fans.
Nia Jax can sit on me. Piper can't. Dewdrop is looking like a runway fridge, but continue to serenade Bayley with how fat she gotten over the years.
What the fuck? That's rough.
Yeah, it is, dude. Runaway
I'm glad
fridge,
I got
dude.
to read that really long one instead.
Yeah, hell yeah. Just see.
Well, you made me read your comment.
I will say this from the bottom of my heart. Mike, you had to take the long one. BJ had to take a bullet of his own. different.
He got fucking Chad Gable.
Different flavor, but same kind of beat down. AJ gonna put over the next big thing. Talent name most likely. 13.
WWE will screw Randy just like Drew. Randy is champ material. Yup. No real class. Nope. Cody. Joker.
Is this our fucking driver from Orlando?
What are these?
Jokers?
Why are they just yelling random words here?
I hope this is speak detected. He's just screaming at his phone. The phone's like, I can detect that you're angry. Will you chill out? You're going to beat your cat again. Don't do that. 14?
Let me watch AEW. At least they're booking something good these days, not this crab of Triple H.
I saw that one and I cackled like a heck. That's another. By the way, 10, that real long one. That's why we started this. But right here, where he called it crab of Triple H, that's also why we started this, dude. WWE never allow you to wrestle because the young one are much better than him. But give him something to work. You suck, old idiot.
I don't even know what that's about.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
You sucks, old idiot. The end of though is so good. That goes hard, dude. I'm just be like, no, you just fucking, I'm just trying to get my groceries. You sucks, old idiot! He's just like, wait, what? I'm 34. 16?
Fuck CM Punk. Fuck Triple H. I hope you fucking die of a heart attack.
Wow, dude.
And
Oh,
fuck
shit.
WWE. I'm fucking done and fucking sick. 4 fucking years of waiting for this absolutely shit. He should have never re-signed. And if you're offended, fuck you too.
Yes, dude.
Just
Oh,
quite a Drew McIntyre fan.
holy shit. I bet you this guy had a few fucking pints, if you know what I'm saying, dude. Holy shit, that guy's mad. He wished death upon Triple H, dude.
Yeah, it's
Specific
pretty
death.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough to hear.
He was looking for Triple H during the Wyatt 6 part.
Yeah, he's like, is he dead? Is he dead? He's dead? Damn it. He ran like a coward. 17?
Oh my god, the WWE writers and that joke Triple H need to be fired immediately after this. Bravo to Damien for continuing on, even though he got badly hurt. Bravo to Drew for improvising when needed because of that. But washed up CM junk coming out again? Come on. Same old crap, just a different day. CM Punk can't wrestle. He has no talent. This is all getting boring. Oh wait, it already was.
Yes, Queen. You preach on him.
I bet
Holy
if you went
shit.
to this person's account and typed in their name and CM Punk, you would see tweets from a couple years ago, like, heralding his fucking arrival in AEW and how great he is. That's how it usually
Or maybe
goes.
they were jaded from 2013, like some of us.
I don't know.
CM junk?
CM
Junk.
junk, dude. But what really Drew did to Punk then and now at the castle has failed?
Then and now.
I like how you read it like it was very, like,
It's
prophetic.
existential.
I read it like I was fucking drunk because it sounds like something that a drunk uncle would just be like, but what really did Punk then and now at the castle's failed? Where's your aunt? I'm gonna go fuck her. 19?
This was horrible. Disgusting. Why even have him go to Scotland, fight, and have him lose when his wife was having emergency surgery? Forget the match. I don't understand all matches were great except Drew's. Why this was horrible. The only reason I still might watch is because of Uncle Howdy. So we'll see how that plays out. I hope that Drew gets his payback against CM Jerk.
CM jerk.
Ooh,
Also,
CM jerk.
I'm totally
I hate all
done.
this. I'm never going to watch, but I might watch because of
I'm still gonna. He just pretty much was like, still gonna. But I honestly.
the only reason I still might.
Oh my.
20?
Only Broken Dreams game played tonight is Drew when CM Punk fucks him over yet again.
Yeah, boy. You don't want none of this theme song. WWE ruined it. That's Mike.
Aw.
Don't you hate AJ's new theme?
They did.
Yeah,
He
it's
fucked up
fucking
his
terrible.
things so really
What the
bad.
fuck is going on?
You don't want none. That's how
That's
you start a fucking theme song, brother.
Yeah, there you go. There was more. Do you want to guys? I don't know where they're at. I'm trying to find them.
Scroll down.
Right here. I see him.
Okay, there you
Yeah.
go. Who's next?
Is it me?
These were special. Someone sent extra ones, so we got a couple more.
I'll go.
Mike.
Sure.
That Punk coded the Drew should be sent to the puts of the underworld. Love with Hades, you bitch.
Love with Hades, you bitch.
What?
Hades is the god of the
Live
underworld.
with Hades, man?
No, love with Hades.
Love
Make
with
love to
Hades,
him, you
you
bitch.
bitch.
You bitch. Damn, he owned you. BJ?
Why does AJ crying quit only to be hit in the fucking face with stairs anyways? Cody seeing this should be fired. Poor AJ.
That's hilarious. Very fun. Alright. Trips doesn't have to worry about anyone taking his spot anymore. All the round you's caught up to. Maybe read a book to learn how to book, you little fucker hoe.
You little fucker hoe.
I don't listen to the whole beginning part. I know he's yelling about Triple H in his spot, but this ending bit. Maybe read a book to learn how to book, you little fucker hoe. It's like, yeah, boy.
You know what I think?
Yeah, boy.
You You know, I think the middle part was supposed to be all around use caught. I think that's supposed to be steroid.
Oh yeah, that's true. All the steroid
Around
use caught
use
up to
caught
him.
up.
Yep, that's fair too, because he was a junkie for that stuff. Too big of a pussy to handle his alcohol though.
I thought you said you were like all about steroids and wrestling
Me?
and
Yeah,
baseball and
but
everything else.
it ruins your life. But I'm not doing
Oh,
it.
okay.
But if my
That's
baseball player, if Bryce Harper was like, I've talked with my wife and my doctors, and I'm going to start using.
Well, the doctors would
steroids
say
and
do not use steroids.
Well, the right doctors. So,
Oh, gotcha.
the team doctors. And then all of a sudden, he's fucking Barry Bonds jacking these motherfuckers 710 feet and shit. Guess what? Bring aluminum bats back to baseball. Let's do this thing.
Back to baseball. They were in baseball.
Yes, they were. There was one
Wow.
year that Major League Baseball allowed metal bats.
No, they didn't. I know what you're talking
Look it
about.
up.
Maybe
You saw
read
a
a book.
tweet. He saw a tweet, and it was an 1989 like thing, and it was an April Fool's joke about them bringing aluminum bats to Major League Baseball. Did you really see that and think that was real?
Yeah, of course. That's how
You thought that was real?
Look at me.
You thought in 1989
Yeah, I know. I
Major
wasn't.
League
That was
Baseball
2.
experimental year where they used aluminum bats, and you just never heard about it?
Yeah. Yep. Admittedly, I didn't go beyond the headline.
Read a book, you little fucker, ho. Unreal.
Don't you use it against me.
I can't believe you saw that fucking tweet, and you claim you're never on Twitter. You saw that tweet, and you thought that was real. Look it up.
Look it up, dude. I didn't.
This might surpass the pitcher's ballpark Coors Field.
Listen,
Where
a
you
lot of
saw
things happened in
sports
baseball
things.
before my time. I only know what I saw with my eyes. I don't know.
1989 wasn't before your time.
I was 2, buddy. I wasn't worried about the fucking ethics of baseball and the controversy of metal versus wooden bats.
And you didn't think to look more into the...
Mike, look at me. I had to go on fucking Twitter to send out a fucking tweet to about Ring Rust Radio YouTube.
Didn't you wonder why, in all your years, you never saw a fucking highlight from a Major League Baseball game of, like, Jose Canseco hitting one 900 feet?
No,
out of the
I read the headline in passing because the text appeared below the screen that you open up to draft a fucking actual tweet, and it said, "Look, the 1 year that baseball had aluminum bats." I was like, "Okay, that year I just assumed it was correct." Yeah.
You suck,
Pretty
old
soon-
idiot.
Next April 1st, there's gonna be a fucking article on Travel Pulse about fucking Hawaii falling into the ocean or
Hold
some
on a
shit.
minute. Hold on a minute. I will be the first to admit this from the bottom of my heart. At Travel Pulse, I did publish an article that was an April Fool's joke. Like, it wasn't an April Fool's joke. That is 100%
I
true.
fucking hate that day so much.
It's 100% true. It was Hertz, or one of the car rental places, said they were renting out the station wagon from National Lampoon. I was like, wow, that's a really fucking fun idea, you know what I mean? Like, Hotels.com, like, you could stay in, like, random weird places and shit, or Airbnb, you can, like, spend a night in a stadium or something like that. So I was like, okay, great. And I got a message, and they're like, this was a joke, we're not really offering that. And my boss was like, did you really fucking not think about this? I said, I didn't know.
I think you need to call in April 1st every year. Now that I know all this.
Can I
about
tell you something? I was very
a good
hurt
idea.
by that whole situation, so I am like warning others. I'm sure, like, watch out,
You're
things
really
coming
hurt
up.
by the situation, yet you still read something on Twitter and you just believe it.
Well, listen, welcome to the internet. Why do you think the internet's so dangerous?
Because of you.
No, believe me, I am trying my
That
best to stay
whole
away from it.
exchange is one of the most insane things. Not everybody's gonna appreciate that because not everybody cares, but just I want you to know it's fucking asinine for anybody to think that they use metal bats.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know.
I do.
I don't know. You were not even born really yet.
I was born,
You were barely born.
and I still wasn't fucking stupid enough to think that was real.
Alba and Isla. Who's that one?
Alba and Isla winning the tag titles is worse than the Triple H and Kane storyline of Caddy Vic.
Caddy Vic. That's not true. I don't even know why you hate this so much. That's very stupid. Next one.
People asked me if Kane and Undertaker are brothers. I was trying to find out if Devon Dudley was half white, or if Bubba Ray Dudley was half black. Turns out the Dudley brothers, brace yourself, aren't even brothers.
Yes, they are.
brothers.
Yes, they
Yes, Papa Dick Dudley ran up and down the East Coast and plowed women from Maine to Florida. And that motley crew became the Dudley Boys.
Damn right.
Obviously. See? You're welcome. Next one? That's me. Man, I really thought Roddy Piper was coming out for a sec. Found out he's dead.
Found out a decade later.
Found out he's dead. Holy shit, that's rough, dude. He's like, oh shit, is that Roddy? And they're like, nah, he's dead. And he's like, since when? They're like, was that 14? 15?
So, yeah, like a decade ago.
Jesus Christ, dude. Next one? Last one, actually.
Terrible.
That's a real champ who puts itself on the line every night and give us hell of a fight. Fuck us, Cody.
Thanks, Cody. This is tough for a succotash.
George's burner.
That is on his main account, dude. I don't even know what you're talking about. That's a main account. Respect, baby. Mike, what's your favorite?
Trips doesn't have to worry about anyone taking his spot anymore. All the round use caught up to. Maybe read a book to learn how to book, you little fucker ho.
Fucker ho.
It just sounds like you're at a skate park and it's a kid yelling at you to get off get off the thing, you fucker ho. I'm gonna beat your ass if you don't get the fuck out of my face right now. BJ?
Nah, focus on your fake wrestlers, bad spray tan when they don't lift their arms up, get the entire look, but still sacrifice their bodies and future hell just to die being orange.
Just to die being orange gets me every time. WWE will screw Randy just like Drew. Randy is champ material. Yup, no real class. Nope, Cody Joker.
Yup.
You sucks, old idiot. That's a good one.
That was a good one.
CM Junk. Also the dude wishing death on everybody. 4 fucking years waiting for absolutely fucking shit. He shouldn't have resigned. Should have fucking innocent fucking friend. You fuck you too. That dude is definitely on steroids. He came back from the gym to fucking hit that fucking comment. Fuck CM Punk. Fuck Triple H. Fuck WWE. Alright, dude, easy, man. It's a fucking Wawa. Have a seat. RingRustRadio@yahoo.com. Thanks to everybody who contributed. I like that one. BJ, but we got to talk about Patreon.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who supports us at patreon.com/RingRustRadio, where you can get ad-free version of our podcast, get early access to upcoming retros and match commentaries, such as WCW Wrestle War 1992, Rey Mysterio Jr. vs. Hooley, 2 out of 3 Falls match from ECW. Soon we're going to be doing the Briscoes farm fight match. Got a lot of stuff coming up. Some bullshit on Liv Morgan.
Ugh.
Yeah,
we got the TV draft coming up next week. And then next month, we're doing another one, July 9th.
Do you even know what it is?
Were we going to do, like, Best Soda?
Oh, yeah, we did discuss that.
Best soda?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't drink soda. That's how I keep
You were
this tight
gung-ho
body.
about it. So I don't
That's
know
how I keep this tight body.
You were all about this.
Does beer count as soda?
No.
Root beer.
Obviously not.
Root beer, you idiot.
Yeah, that's not
There
beer.
you go,
That's root beer.
dummy. It says it in the name. It's root beer. God, you're
Did
a
you know that for
fool.
1 year in the 80s they put real beer in root beer?
I heard it was 1989.
Fucking idiot. Fucker ho.
Little fucker ho.
Strangeness in the latest report. You gotta call Dirt Sheet Buster. Egregious lies anonymously sourced. You gotta call Dirt Sheet Buster. Scoop, 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 scoop. No lies, no retraction. Scoop, scoop, scoop. Per a source that's interesting to know.
I guess time for Dirt Sheet Busters. I figured I'd stop it, make sure you didn't burn the place down.
I'll tell you what. You picked a pretty good week.
If you
to show
baseline, I'm gonna punch
No,
you in your fucking
It's not.
mouth.
You missed a couple baselines during the times that you have not cared about the fans and failed to show up for this.
Mm-hmm.
But no baseline this week. You know what? Maybe in a way it is though. This is from Wrestling
You're
Observer
such a
Radio.
piece of shit.
No, it's not about AEW. This is from Wrestling Observer Radio. Hikuleo is the tallest man alive, and he might be in the bloodline.
Holy shit, let's go.
Good for him.
Honestly, I don't think the first part's true at all.
Second part is pretty fucking obvious.
Yeah.
While speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer talked about WWE's likely plans for Hikuleo once he debuts in WWE. I can't say for when Hikuleo first started, whatever that means, but once he got fairly good, he was on WWE's radar at that point. And it was just a question of getting him enough experience, and I think he's got it. They don't have any giants right now. I mean, if you really think about it, Braun Strowman's the biggest guy, right? And Hikuleo's several inches taller than him. Yeah, Omos, he doesn't exist. Huh. Maybe he's in Roman's crew. Maybe he's in the other crew. There's room for a lot of Islanders in that promotion. That seems like a slur.
Wow, okay.
Right now, slur.
Guy,
right now.
What are you, a pineapple eater?
Right now, because they're going to be taking up a lot of the main event spots come WrestleMania and before, I think.
He doesn't know anything?
I don't know, though. So it says Hikuleo is 1,000 feet taller than Braun Strowman, doesn't know about Omos. Mm-hmm. And then there's Islanders. They're going to be all over the place in WWE. It's crazy.
I mean, they're going to be crawling out of the woodwork, these motherfuckers. Every fucking Samoan looking for a job. Now we're getting Tongans in here? I'm confused. Scared.
Next one from Fightful Select.
By the way, it does seem like xenophobia, right?
Calling people Islanders? Yeah, I think so. That's from Fightful Select. WWE was happy one of its wrestlers had a great match.
Stunned.
Go figure. No. Well, speaking of Fightful Select's backstage report, Sean Ross Sapp revealed that Damian Priest received a ton of praise for his performance at Clash at the Castle last week. Here's a quote. Damian Priest got a lot of praise for his Clash at the Castle performance.
Unbelievable.
That had to be fucking said.
I believe that.
Had to be said to be believed. Or you could just know that, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Selections for Fightful Select as well. The people who booked a character liked the character when they saw it on the show they booked. You follow?
Say it again. You snuck it past me. 5 whole.
I was woodchuck. The people who booked a character.
Pounds.
The people who booked a character liked the character when they saw it on the show they booked.
Oh, okay. So the thing they wanted to happen happened, and they're like, cool.
Yeah, there you go. Fightful Select reports that NXT officials were genuinely pleased with Wendy Chu's new presentation and the positive fan response to her revamped character. Here's the quote. NXT officials were said to be very happy with Wendy Chu's new presentation and the fan reaction to her shifted character. Yeah, I mean, I would assume they were happy with the character the first time they fucking saw it. They spent months creating it.
I mean, they could have seen him and like, this fucking sucks, too.
Well, that'd be pretty dumb to spend all that time.
Well, I mean, listen, sometimes you draw something up, then they get out there and
if they thought their opinion was wrong, why would it be their opinion?
That's what I said, and then you took that.
I created that.
You did not.
Wow.
Confucius say that long time ago.
That's a Wrestling Observer newsletter. How great was LA Knight versus Logan Paul at Clash of the Castle?
I didn't see
it. Enjoy it?
We didn't cover that.
Did you like it?
I love it.
Okay. The
3.5.
build for an eventual match between Logan Paul and LA Knight has begun on WWE programming. According to Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter, fans should expect to see this match take place sooner rather than later. With the current plan reportedly being for them to fight over the United States Championship at the upcoming Clash of the Castle, PLE, in Glasgow, Scotland. Although nothing's been made official as of yet.
He said it.
I think it'll be at SummerSlam.
You're like, Clash.
Yeah, sure seems that way, doesn't it?
Definitely seems that way.
I sure didn't see it at Clash of the Castle.
No.
This is from WrestleVotes. Man, it's really too bad there was no press conference after Clash of the Castle.
There was. I saw it.
I saw one.
Oh, okay. Interesting tidbit. I'll be the judge.
Yeah, that's my opinion we're talking about here. I'll have it my own way.
Source states WWE is altering its plans for a press conference after this Saturday's Clash of the Castle PLE. It will now just be a post-show with the possibility of media questions still undetermined. Ooh. It was the same fucking press conference they always do, actually.
Yeah, nothing changed.
No. Good job.
Everybody did great. Everybody shake hands. Everybody did great.
What a dumb thing to report on and then to be wrong.
Right? To be so wrong.
Like, no one cares that you're reporting this.
I care, so.
No, you really don't.
I mean, I wouldn't even thought about the press conference, and I saw this report. I'm like, oh, wow, they're getting rid of the press conference? I'm going to actually pay attention to see if that really happens. And it didn't.
I wish it did.
Ignorant.
Ready for the coup de grace?
Please.
It's from Brian Alvarez. Alv is definitely not invited to the cookout.
Oh
Okay.
my God! One
It's
of the
not-
greatest moments of our careers.
It's not often. Yes, it's not often that I am on the Dirt Sheet Busters, and this is completely coincidental that I'm here for this week.
I'm so glad that nobody mentioned this yet,
Yes, I had
because
forgotten.
I was saving it for this.
I had
Oh
forgotten
my
it
God!
completely.
I had forgotten about it, to be honest.
This, I saw it. I
This
think
was
I
incredible.
got to show it to you guys, right? I was the first one.
No.
No, I showed it
I-
to BG before that.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And then we had.
I was fucking popping like crazy.
I told wifey, she's like, "Who is this?" And I was like, "Look at him," and she's like, "This motherfucker's dumb as shit." And I was like, "I know, right, right." So yeah, go ahead.
All right, here we go. So, little context.
Mhm.
On NXT last week, Cody's on. He cuts a promo and he's leaving, and Trick Williams says, "Hey, Cody, just want to let you know you're invited to the cookout." And everybody's like happy about that. And so, obviously, with this,
Hold on,
the people
you
who aren't
hold
a
on,
fucking idiot.
Hold on, stop for a minute.
This
Hold
part,
on,
like,
hold on.
are you gonna be
Mi-
at the
Mike,
Are you gonna be at the cookout? And he's like, yes, and everybody's happy about it.
You could not have explained that whiter. I've never heard anything explained whiter.
I'm
than you just
explaining to
did.
you what the segment was.
The thing is, when brothers say this, you're coming to the
Okay, you
cookout.
should not be saying brothers. You should
First,
not
it
be
is,
talking
hey,
at all.
it is what it is. The brothers, when
No.
they say you're a white guy, you can come to cookout. They mean you're cool. You're cool enough to be in their
Exactly.
fucking space.
I was about to
in
explain
their
that for
time.
anybody that's Brian Alvarez. who
Yeah,
doesn't
but
know
your
that.
ass was saying it's so white it was making me feel awkward and shit.
He's saying
dude.
it normally.
I know, but that's fine because you're milk toast white. I get it.
I'm
motherfucker.
about to get to the fucking point here.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You are way whiter, and you don't understand any fucking vernacular ever. So I was
Sure.
actually surprised this is the one thing you understood.
Well, no, the truth is, I am quite
Well,
the
no,
barbecue.
Chris.
I'm a barbecuesman, so I'm always invited to barbecue.
So here's what Alv says about this situation. Okay? Cody wishes him luck, and the crowd pops, and as he's leaving, Trick says, hold on 1 second. One more thing. 4th of July is around the corner. Are you coming to the cookout? And the place goes nuts. I guess they have a local cookout at the Performance Center for the fans.
Yes.
And Cody looks around, the place is going nuts, and he says, yes, I'm coming to the cookout.
Yeah.
And they all go nuts.
They all
And
go
I guess
nuts.
he's going- and I guess he's going to the cookout. And then Melt says, yeah.
They must have a
Melt just said,
local
yeah.
cookout.
Like,
yeah.
that was the fucking cherry on top.
Yeah, and he says,
He didn't
like,
even argue with the assessment. He's like, that sounds right to me.
yeah, he's like, I don't know any better. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Yep, it was the whitest.
And,
it was the whitest
insane.
exchange I've ever seen in my entire life.
Alv's take on the cookout got cooked all throughout the fucking week on social media. It was hilarious.
They have to reference it tonight, right?
I pray. That was so fucking funny.
If there's a God in heaven, they're gonna be
Oh
like.
my
I
don't
just
talk
like
about
I
cookouts.
saw the tweet about it and somebody like put like the quote of what he said and I was like, there's no way he said that. They're probably joking around. And I listened to the clip. I'm like, he fucking really thought that there was a legitimate cookout for the fans at the Performance Center.
Insane.
Like, why? How do you get to that?
Right.
How do you get to that? Like,
My
how do you
favorite
assume
part-
that that's what that
Well,
means?
no, because if
favorite
you
part
have
about
hold
the-
on, if you're
is-
not hip at all to anything, Mike, you would be like, okay, he must be just talking about a cookout because I don't get.
No,
the
I wouldn't.
terminology.
I'd be like, I don't know what this means. I wouldn't be assuming what this means.
First off, Donnie,
They have a lot of cookouts.
the best part is that WWE and NXT have done little cookouts and picnics
Like on the show, yeah.
on the show for July 4th. It's been done in WWE. So if he just went that route, I understand. But no, it's a local thing for the fans. Not even
He just
part of
created
the
this
show.
fucking scenario. I
Yeah,
said.
honestly, that's my favorite part of this whole thing. Because he's like, that's why the crowd was going wild.
he's
Because
coming to the
they're
local
gonna
cookout
get
for the
hot
fans.
dogs.
You know
They're gonna
what?
get hot dogs.
It's like a meet and greet.
Cody's gonna be there, and he's gonna be handing out wieners to whoever wants one.
They thought, remember when Triple H and Shawn Michaels as DX, they were cooking on like the fucking thing backstage with hot dogs?
Yes.
That's what he thought Trick and Cody were gonna do.
Yep.
For the
100%.
fans.
Like a
parking
guest bartender.
Yeah.
They're guest wiener turners. Yeah, I'm here turning the wieners, representing WWE. Hope everybody out here is having a real good time.
And then, like, once he got called out, he, like, tweeted, he's like, I know I'm not invited to the cookouts. Like,
No,
yeah, no
not
fucking
before.
shit.
Yeah, that's obvious as shit.
Not
Dude.
something to be proud of.
You're
by
a
the way.
white
It means you're
dude from
fucking
Washington, dude. You're like Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain was invited.
I don't know.
He would have been invited,
He
yeah.
would. Yo, can I tell you, he would not have gone. He would have been too nervous and anxious.
You would have been dead.
No.
He would have been. He would have killed the party. You know what I'm saying? Hello, real
Oh.
quick. Most likely to least likely to be invited to the cookout. Me, obviously, number one. BJ, number two.
you're
And Mike,
100%
you're number three. Mike, you're the
There's
whitest
no chance.
motherfucker.
You're 100% last.
Mike,
That's
you're
not
the
even a
whitest
question.
motherfucker I ever met in my life, dude.
I love how you're, like, trying to say this when you know that's you.
Listen, I am absolutely a redneck, and I have a pickup truck and a motorcycle, and I look like the problem, but I'm not the problem. I'm not the problem. I make
You
a hell of a
100%
good.
are a
I am
problem.
not the problem. I am.
probably the
I am.
problem.
I am too real for this world, is what I am.
You're too real?
Too real. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, great stuff. Really great stuff overall. BJ, how we do? Mike, how we do? Ooh, the bloodline sucks so bad I almost miss Roman.
Sicko's doing a good job.
Gonna go in 5. Don't pay me to have opinions off air. 5, 4, 3. Hey guys, time for fantasy standings. Mike.
Yeah.
In last place, 13th with negative 45.
Okay, great. I like the email he sent us. He's like,
He's given up.
I've quit on the season. I am currently in the thralls of a move to Milwaukee, and I must.
He's
Quit
just,
the season.
he's like, always assume I'm never going to make a move. Okay.
Yep, thank you. Good job.
Oh, okay.
Tie for 11th with 5. The most fucking fitting pairing I've seen. George Cruz and Donald Wood.
Ah, best friends.
The two besties.
Yeah, we are best friends. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Sometimes lovers.
George is furious when we say that, but
Mhm.
you know.
As he should be, even though he loves you.
in 10th with 20, Angel Mesa.
It's a good score.
I like him. Good guy. In 9th with 27.5, Jim Del Chapo.
Old man. He sent us a
Wow.
I like
picture.
him.
I
He
think
sent us a
got
picture
that.
of himself today in a half shirt, dancing like.
You asked for it.
I said a comment. And he sent me a picture of himself. I did not
You
ask
literally
for it.
asked for the comment. I mean, you literally asked for the
That is-
picture.
You did ask for that picture, but I don't think that was him.
And he was gray like him.
In 8th with 30, BG.
Wow. That's a lot of points for my team.
Is it?
For my team, I said.
Oh, okay. Sorry. In 7th with 32.5, Tyler Sutton.
He's whatever. Braves fan. I hear their fucking manager had the audacity to say they're going to win the East. Lols.
Probably going to be tough for him to win the East at this point.
Yeah, they're not going to win the fucking East. It's stupid. I mean, the Orioles look like the real deal. You guys got to beat the shit out of each other. We're just going to skate in there.
Oh, okay. In 6th with 37.5, Alex Pandolfi.
I heard Juan Soto say his favorite guy's Bryce Harper.
Never said that at all.
Yes, he did.
Um,
They're like, if you had to fuck one major league outfielder, who would you do? He's like, actually, I'm going to first base. I love to fuck Bryce Harper.
was he on Ring Rust Radio? It's the only place we'd be asked that question.
If we had some real journalists in this world.
In 5th with 45, Reggie Gill.
Yes.
All right.
Badass.
Thursday, May 23rd, Donnie requested a picture of George in his half shirt.
No, I didn't say
Of
George. Jim.
I'm sorry,
Jim.
Jim. I meant Jim.
On May 23rd, I asked for a half shirt picture?
You did. I remember this happening.
Yep.
That's really weird. And
You in a
specific.
half
It's not-
shirt?
I
you
actually
think
do
that's
remember
weird
it.
for you to ask
You
No,
me?
I
in a
rem-
half shirt? Question mark. Send pics.
Okay, that's fair. That
And
that
fourth-
sounds like exactly something I would. Is it misspelled and all fucking 3 texts long?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
In 4th with 50, Big Money Mike.
Oh, 4th place, huh?
I was in 3rd, and then I got minus 15 on Raw. It's falling apart.
Wow.
Good.
Yep.
Hope your life's falling apart.
Rough night.
Thanks, man. In 3rd.
Hope you die. Fuck Mike.
Third was 62.5, James Dick.
Yeah, Dickie Doo is doing good.
Yeah,
You
pretty
do.
good. In 2nd with 90, Stephanie Kordick.
Wow,
Whoa,
she's
that's
not
a
even
lot of
here.
points.
She's not even here. She's not even
I drafted
trying.
that dude.
She doesn't listen anymore. She's got literally anything
she
better
hates
to
us.
do. I hope she wins and proves the
I
whole
don't think
thing.
she hates us. I think there's one person she hates that drove her away.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And at first with 100, Leon CK.
Wow. What the fuck?
Yeah, they're battling.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah, it's stupid. Bunch of dummies up there. Bunch of jerks.
It's fucking 95 more than Donnie has.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's a lot of points. I don't know what it's like. Can't relate. All right,
You can imagine what it'd be like.
Emails time. ringrustradio@yahoo.com. Mike, you always start us off with number one. No, I thought for a second.
Out.
No, I thought for a second you were going to do the Clash of the Castle thing, but no one gives a shit about that. So let's move right on. Fine.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Go ahead.
The waiver.
No, because you fucking cry, so I don't.
Yeah,
need
it
to
blows.
know
No one
that.
cares about it. Go ahead.
It's from Matt Bowers of Pain. Subject: Trivia contest.
Ooh.
Hey there, my friends of the Rusty Ringers. I was listening to the podcast where you guys were on it and doing trivia about wrestling. Do you remember this, guys?
It wasn't our podcast. Wasn't it somebody else's podcast?
it was someone else's podcast.
It was a trivia
do
podcast.
do you remember what it
I
was
didn't
called?
remember. No, not at all.
'Cause
I didn't
I
remember this
remembered it.
until they brought it up.
I didn't realize. I thought it was like even longer ago than it actually was. But now that I think about it, 2017 is fucking 7 years ago, which is disgusting.
Yeah. So it was in 2017.
Yes.
I would
believe.
like to go back and listen to that.
I have a list of the questions you guys got wrong, and I'm curious if you can get them right now.
Oh shit! This is the one time. I do remember this. You know why? Because Mike yelled and answered like an idiot or something. You remember that? Because it was like the first thing, and we're like, Mike, what are you doing?
No, it wasn't the first thing. Because here's what I remember. Because he actually references this in a minute here, but they had like a very convoluted, confusing way for like how you would answer. It's like I knew the answer immediately, so I said the answer. And they're like, no, you can't answer that.
No, I remember. No,
like,
it was
what?
definitely your
Why
fault.
not?
It was definitely your fault. You were embarrassed and you covered it
wasn't.
up like a dog that shits in the room and tries to hide it.
No. Anyways, here's the first question I guess we got wrong.
Mm-hmm.
What WWF Hall of Famer had entrance music called Great Gate at Kiev? Our answer was Gorgeous George.
I'm sure that was a BJ answer. I'm going to say Ivan Volkov.
No, BG?
I have no idea.
It's Jerry the King Lawler.
Oh.
I would not have gotten that right even today.
It says Kiev right in it. He's not Russian. I know it's Ukraine, but it's okay.
2. As of June 18, 2017. So this is why I believe that.
Oh, that's the
exactly
date. That's
7
the date.
years.
Yeah. Wow, today's June 18th. That's insane.
Yeah.
What movie has the highest worldwide gross that stars a WWE wrestler? Our answer was Fate of the Furious. That was a BG answer.
Yeah, of course. I don't know what any of those words mean. So I'm sure we leaned
So,
on you.
hold
I
on.
actually remember this. I was like, BJ, you're a
remember this
movie
as
guy,
well.
and then you fucked it up.
I remember this as well. But did a little research.
Mm-hmm.
According to IMDb Worldwide tracking, Fate and the Furious is the fucking highest.
What was the answer, Mike?
The answer is Furious 7.
BJ, rebuttal?
Not according to IMDb.
So I got a nuh-uh from him. I got a nuh-uh.
Number 3. What wrestling promotion was founded by RF Video for the sole purpose of replacing revenue lost selling ECW videos after ECW went bankrupt? I have no idea. This must have been a Donnie answer. Absolute Intense Wrestling.
I wrote CZW.
No.
Okay. I don't know what you're going.
PG? Anything?
Oh, Ring of Honor.
Oh, Furious
Yes,
7 does have more.
It's ROH.
Yeah, it's Ring of Honor. Sorry about that.
I don't know how you fucked that up for us, I guess.
Furious 7 does have more, by the way.
You were so fucking confident.
He really
Yeah.
was. He came
I
in here
was starting
swinging.
to believe you.
Yeah, this is why reading the headline
You know
on
why?
Twitter is
'Cause
dangerous.
that was the one where Paul Walker was dead.
Oh, that's what it was?
You know, I would be right, but that guy fucking died
He had to go and die.
and ruin my answer.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was a lot of fun to listen to again. You each had your moment where you had a whoops. Donnie answered Roman Reigns as part of the Undertaker streak. BG getting the movie question wrong, and Mike giving the answer of the Great Muta out loud before the other team had answered. Thanks, Matt Bowers. Sorry, we won anyways. I'm pretty sure we won.
I don't remember the result. I assume we
I-
lost.
Don't really care.
I think we won.
By the way, I would
Well-
love to do trivia contests again. That's always super fun. BJ cheating was a great highlight, and me having to skew the scoring to give him a shot in hell was always really great.
Never
Wasn't fair,
cheated once.
guys. Wasn't fair.
Never cheated once.
Yeah, okay.
From Dan.
Yeah, you're right. You never cheat once. You cheat every
Yeah,
time.
thousands of times.
Never.
I would
cheated
literally
one
be not shocked if it was over 40 times.
time. Never. You gotta prove it. Next email comes from Dan, the Beast Severin Marsh. So what is WrestleMania idiocy? Guys, I just watched 17 to 22, and there were so many stupid fucking parts. Playboy matches, lose your hair matches. When did it start to improve? By the way, I worked the WrestleMania that was at the FU Center. Was that 16?
15. That's Philly,
14.
right? That's 15.
Was it 14 or 15?
15.
I was not allowed to go.
Didn't deserve to.
Mm-hmm. I don't see how you can say that WrestleMania 17 sucked.
I was gonna say, I think
What the
17
hell?
through 19 is great.
Yeah, I mean, 18 wasn't great, but it had some
Pretty
two
good.
memorable matches.
There's
but
some mid-ass
17
matches in that
I
time
think
period.
20 to 22
But-
is not that great.
17 and 19 are two of the very best WrestleManias
100%.
of all time. So
Yeah.
I'm very confused here. So when
If
did it
he's
start to...
thinking that it's gonna improve after 22, though, like,
No, and I'll say...
doesn't really improve
Well,
for...
WrestleMania
24 is really
24
good.
is really good with Undertaker and Edge in the main event. That was a good show. 25, I wasn't even watching at that time.
30,
That was Matt.
it's
That was
it's
Matt
starting to
Jeff.
get,
Awesome.
it gets better.
30,
30 that tails off
I-
again for a while and then
I
comes
would
back.
say when we started to do Ring Rust, our first WrestleMania was 2012. That was WrestleMania 28, once in a lifetime. Rock and
That
Cena.
sucked.
That was a good.
That
no,
sucked.
that was a good
That blew.
WrestleMania.
No, that
That was a
sucked.
good
It was
WrestleMania. Then
middling, I
Mike
think.
went to 29.
That
29
sucked.
was
From there,
decent.
it
29
started
sucked,
to
too.
really. No, it didn't.
It
Triple
did.
H
It really
and Punk,
did. That shit
Undertaker
blew.
and Punk, Rock and
30,
Cena was
30
good.
to me is an all-time great WrestleMania.
All time, absolutely. Had one of the greatest openers of all time. So WrestleMania 30, I would say, is when it really started to pick up.
It's not true.
The last few
because 31,
WrestleManias have all
31
been
was mid.
spectacular.
31 wasn't mid.
33 was mid. I'm looking at him right now. Yes, 33 was
about?
mid.
You're
35 was
rapping.
Dallas. That sucked.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
35 was New
35
York.
was at New York. You don't even know what the fuck you're reading.
That was a good WrestleMania.
No, Dallas is this one.
Fuck up.
They suck. WWE sucks, dude.
The one
Sorry,
in
you
Dallas-
asked the pedophiles. That's what the problem is here. Next one.
You better not be talking about the one in Dallas where Stone Cold main event in night one.
I would say everyone since
30.
35 has been, yeah, I mean, but everyone since 35 has been, like, really good. I mean, I think 33 and 34 were pretty good. They were the ones we went to.
It was
Yeah,
awesome.
They sucked.
Or great. What are you talking about?
They sucked. The
Goldberg
show
and
sucked.
Brock?
The show sucked.
You're a fucking loser. Stop doing the
Shit.
fucking podcast.
Suck.
All you do is cry. Non-fucking stop. I'm so happy
BJ.
you're going away for 2 weeks. You're
BJ.
such a fucking bitch.
BJ.
July
Shit
2nd,
sucked.
by the way,
Little
people.
fucker hoe.
Little fuck,
July
right?
2nd is just
Shit
me and
sucked.
Mike. I can't fucking wait.
I am excited for that show. I really am.
What are the dates for it so people can get excited?
July 2nd. No Donnie.
No Donnie that
Fucking
week.
loser.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna be all up the mountains. I'm gonna be
Yeah, I
at
hope you fucking
Knobles.
fall off.
With the
Can't
mountain
wait.
or the bed.
Yeah.
Off the mountain, yeah.
Read the next fucking email. You
I
little
can't. I can't read.
bitch. Fucker hoe.
This is from Chris, Rey Mysterio's Jeter. Subject, Ring Rust nicknames. So, Ring Rust Radio. What do you want to talk about?
Probably the cookout this week, Dave.
Hey guys, I heard the funny and sometimes obscure nicknames you guys come up with for people who email in. I think mine is random, but a great play on my last night. Well done, Mike.
Last name even, he probably knows.
Oh yeah, that's
Just
name.
putting
Sorry.
Chris Jeter
I
on
was
fucking
confused.
blast. The man, you know Chris Jeter can't read or write? You
I
know
don't
this
know that.
motherfucker
I
can't
don't
read,
know
right?
He's a very nice guy.
He's
I like my
ass is
medal.
what he is.
What?
But your task is to come up with a Ring Rust nickname, one for yourself and each other. Hope you guys can get into it and have fun. I hope
won't.
Donnie's contribution isn't ass.
It is ass. He always
Always
says
is.
everything's ass.
Thanks for all you guys do. Chris, Rey Mysterio, Jeter. P.S. Playing video games for YouTube and the TV draft was awesome. I encourage all of you to show up to these things and get involved with these great guys.
Thank you,
Hey,
buddy.
Chris. What
Super
game did he
good.
play, Donnie?
Okay, so one of his first games he played, and he's a total fucking cheater at, is Rocket League. Total cheater at Rocket
Oh,
League.
did you lose? Is that why he's a cheater?
Not exactly.
It's not the easiest of these.
Not exactly.
You'll see it in about 2 months on the fucking channel. Okay, so my nickname for myself is too real, because that's what people call me, because I'm too real.
Stupid
The number
shit,
2,
dude.
the word real. Mike, that's what I call him behind his back all the time. I call him bitch tits. And BJ, we already found his. He's Baby Bop. Mike?
I'll go next.
Oh, sure.
For Donnie, I have 2.
Okay.
One just came to me. Donnie, little fucker would.
Little fucker hoe.
But the one I wrote down previously was Donnie, I wish he would.
Like, wish you would do anything well.
Mm-hmm. For Mike,
I got hit
Mike,
with that joke by my boss at one of my first jobs, and he's like, I said,
Yeah.
my name's Donald Wood, and he's like, Wood what? And I was like, no, Donald Wood. And he's like, Wood what? And I was like, I don't get it.
It's like a
He's
who-
like,
it's like
your
a
last
who's on
name's
first
Wood,
situation.
right? And
Sounds like he owned your ass.
Yo, honestly, when he said it, I looked up at him. I was like, you probably think I'm a fucking idiot now for not
Yeah, you
getting
should've
that,
been
and I'm
fired.
sorry. And I just said out loud, you probably think I'm an idiot. He started cracking laughing. He's like, nah, you're fine.
Yeah, you are an idiot, though.
I know, but hey, he knew right off the bat. Low bar.
For Mike Chikara, Chiari.
Chikari.
Chikara's was run by a monster.
No, he wasn't a
No,
monster. He
it's
just
just
did
it was
monstrous
someone-
things.
No, because remember someone said that?
But also, you can't change.
I
what
think
the
they said
company did.
Chikari.
Yeah, the Chikari, and then you
well.
can't change. You can't change the impact that company made on people. I love that company.
Sorry, BG. I'll get you back.
And for me, I like what Donnie gave me, the machine gun.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
You just stole it from Carl.
And, and
No, Kelly, getting the worst one.
go ahead, Mike.
Donnie Dax Harwood. Dax Harwood.
I got it. I
Yeah.
didn't like it, but I got it.
Why you love him?
I do, but I don't like your dumb nicknames.
Brandon
You
Gal
took-
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
It's terrible.
Dude.
Very,
what the
it's a rapey last
You
thing.
call me Shakara. This is payback.
That's not the
It's
same
true.
thing.
That's true.
It kind of is.
Yeah, it literally is the same thing.
No, it's not.
And I'm of course Mike the Miz Chiari.
You put yourself on a pedestal.
Holy
Thanks, man.
shit, dude. Yeah, mid-card pedestal. All right, guys, that was a great email from Chris Jeter, and yeah, he is right. Listen, honestly, some of these videos, we have more people on the videos than watching them. So, I mean, that's not great numbers for us. So why don't you step up? You know what I mean? That's what I say.
So the
Guys,
only clicks are the people who are on the episode
Checking
that
it
might
out.
click it. Yeah, okay.
no, most of them are too embarrassed to ever fucking acknowledge it. I've had people say, like, can you not use my
That's
last
like
name?
me about ring rust. I don't even tell people I help them do
I know,
it.
yeah, but I mean that's smart. Looking back, you were right. I was handing out
That's
cards in bathrooms and shit like that, trying to get anybody to listen.
You sent me 2 full boxes of that, and I threw that shit out.
I mean, it was free from. It was. Remember that one time? What was it that they make business cards? It was like, if you sign up for this thing, you get it for free. And I was like, I'll take 500
Yeah.
free business cards, please.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. God bless America. We'll see you back here next week. Slick. We're gonna be away, so enjoy whatever content we play.
It'll be new though.
At least it rhymed.